I keep saying it over and over again. I've got to change the times on that video.
I know, right?
Because it gets me to lying, and I'm telling
What?
you.
Yes, indeed. Because I'm like, well, that's on somebody's time.
Exactly. It's 7 o'clock somewhere.
Somewhere.
Oh my goodness, my goodness. Just welcoming everybody. Good to see folks popping in. Miss Shawna, what have you been up to? We missed you last week.
Yes.
Do tell. How you doing?
Way better than last week. We had, it felt like death in the family. So I might as well say that. Well, we did. They know felt it was. And you know, you see a whole neighborhood coming together, and that's pretty awesome, you know, seeing that. But dealing with that and getting back into my good spirits, child, because puffy eyes don't look good on me. Okay.
It's not the color of pink you want.
Not that type of pink.
Exactly.
Not looking like, you know, no, not the puffy. So just getting back into the working out, getting back into my routines. Because I felt like I was a little off a little bit. I did start back eating. You won't believe it. You won't believe it.
Not the big infamous M word.
Yes. Because I went to go do my eye exam. And when the doctor looked into my eye, she was like, "Are you anemic? And I said, no." She's like, "Well, I'm just seeing signs of your iron." And I'm like,
iron deficiency?
Yeah. So she's like, "It can be a little, or it could be something big, but regardless," I was like, and I forgot to tell her I don't eat meat. And so I was like, I don't want none of them problems. So let's go ahead and get some lamb.
I was just gonna make that joke, you know. You don't eat no meat? Good. I make you lamb.
I'm gonna eat some lamb.
And for those of you who don't know, that's Big Fat Greek Wedding. It's amazing. I love that.
Yes. And that was the first thing that I went back to eating, was because I don't think I'm ready for no steak, no ground beef, stuff like that. I did try a burger, and that did not sit well with me whatsoever. No.
Yeah.
So I did have a Philly that didn't sit well with me neither. And so I'm just like, okay, well, maybe not that type of beef. Maybe I should just go with lean meat. But chicken, honey, boy, I made me some fried chicken. I missed that too.
How long has it been since you had that?
Man. Dang.
Long enough to truly appreciate it, right?
It's been a long time.
I bet when you first, the crunch alone probably like.
Oh, just the crunch, because that's what I was caring about. I was like, I want you to hear me chomp on this.
Yeah.
And just chomping on it. I'm like, okay, that's what I've been missing.
Yeah.
So that, and getting back into just lean meats, like chicken breasts. Now, my seafood is still my seafood, though. I'm in Florida. I love my seafood.
I was say you're in the home of the seafood right there.
Yes. And so that, but you know, I'm still making sure my iron is. I'm taking iron pills just to get that part that I'm missing from the meat.
Yeah.
But lamb, honey, give me a couple lamb chops and put me in the corner. I won't say nothing to nobody.
Are you doing the thin ones or the thick ones?
So I guess it's the regular ones. We get it from the fresh market.
We get like these ones that are like this thick, and then we get the other ones that are the little T-bone, like a little T like this, but then they're like the little thin ones. They're like, there's one, I think the lamb, they're different.
You got the rack of lamb, and then the lamb chops.
Right. Okay. Rack of lamb's the one I'm thinking about, because you slice them and they're very thin. Yeah. So which one do you get? You get
Both of them. I
yeah.
ain't even go for both of them.
I love them both too. I'm like, yes, indeed. You know.
Yeah, it's just enough meat anyways.
Yeah.
And right now for the lamb chops, I'm only doing like one because I
Yeah.
put them on the grill.
Yeah.
But for the rack of lamb,
Oh,
I
that's
might get two.
has to
That's
be more than one. Yeah.
you know, I gotta hold that bone. Gotta hold that bone and eat everything off that thing has never seen meat on that bone before. You see, that's how I
Yeah.
eat.
Ed gnaws on those things. It's like,
Oh man,
you know,
yes,
that's like a toothpick for him. He's like,
yeah,
it's like calling the God. I'm like, Lord, have
absolutely,
mercy, have mercy, mercy.
absolutely, absolutely. So
Oh, good
you know
man.
that, and that hasn't been hurting my stomach. Now I know, like, for us in protein with
Uh-huh.
lamb, it's not super high in
Oh
protein,
no.
but it's just lean. It's just
Yeah.
lean meat.
Yeah.
So
Well, I don't care if it's protein or not. I love the flavor of
I don't
lamb.
care neither. Plus, give me some little sauce, child.
Lamb curry. Give me some lamb curry, and I'm in
Oh
heaven.
yeah,
Give me some, I mean, I'm just lamb anything, and I'm fine.
yes,
Except
I am
overdone
good
lamb.
with
If you
lamb.
overcook lamb, keep it because
Yeah,
it takes a different flavor, and it's like, oh
yeah,
no, 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 no.
yeah,
That's the one thing I can't do. I can't do the overdone lamb. But I,
yeah.
you give me good lamb that's done just, I'm good. I'll eat it all day
Hmm.
long. Yep.
And on top of that, I got back into eating turkey. Like,
Mhm.
because we made some oh, I made some turkey tacos yesterday, child. We didn't have no chance. No chance. No chance. None.
Yeah. So you got more than one foot. You got the whole body into this meat thing
I
again.
did because I was like, I don't want to be in trouble when it comes to my eye. I don't
No,
want to
not
be
the
in trouble.
eyes. Not the
You
eyes.
know,
Nope.
and the older you get, when somebody says something is low, you're like, oh, okay, I got you.
Mhm.
Don't you worry.
Exactly. Yep.
Don't you worry. So
Check the
it
box.
also feels like I'm going back to eating like I was eating for getting ready for a competition.
Mhm.
Because that means almost every
Chicken and
hour and
rice,
a
chicken and rice,
half.
chicken and rice.
Yes. But
Wasn't that is
I
that
go
what you
with
is
white
that part of your
rice.
regimen was chicken rice?
Sweet potato. Oh yeah, brown rice, broccoli, and sweet potato and
Mhm.
chicken breast
Yeah, yeah.
and
Because I
ground
remember,
turkey.
yeah, the bodybuilders I used to know that they would do the rice, the brown rice, and the chicken, and
Mhm.
nothing like that for 7 days before a competition. You got so cut, so
Got so you deplete yourself.
yeah,
So I can't have no sugar was gone.
right, right.
So my clients hated me because I didn't have any sugar. I don't want to hear it. You go if I'm going through it, guess what? So are you. Okay. And it was my water intake. I had to deplete. So it was a
Mhm,
lot of things that I had to have that was salty a little bit.
mhm.
So my veins could pop out.
Right, right, right.
The day of the competition, the morning time, this is where you're judging. They
Mhm,
judging you during the morning time. You have after the judging is over with, you got maybe 2 hours, and
mhm.
then it's the awards time.
Right, right,
In that 2 hours, you can have you should you they want you to have some sugar.
right, right.
Okay. So you can drink wine. You can, have those rice cakes with the almond butter and things like
Mhm.
that. Something with sugar, donuts, things like that. Because all your veins
Right,
pop, everything pops.
right.
And this one lady, we said, please don't eat that. She had a big tuna sandwich.
Mhm.
Big tuna sandwich. It was the bread, and you saw her stomach come out. I said, well, we see that you're not gonna get it or because she blew up. And
Right, right.
then, I'm just like, okay. But now you keep it simple. I ate my uncle just got some deer meat,
Mhm.
and I made patties.
Yeah,
So I was tearing that up. But it was super lean. Deer
yeah.
meat is
It's
really
very lean
lean.
usually. Yep.
Hmm. So there was no fat on that. I
Yeah,
was like, please, I just want to eat. Because last time I had turkey bacon. That was
yeah,
a little salty, but it was cool. When the competition is done,
yeah,
I can take this stuff off and I'm ready to eat.
yeah,
Let's go. Let's go get some pizza. I want some M&M. I make a list.
yeah.
I make a list of all the foods that I want to eat. I had my dad. I said, Dad, we cook it out. So I had fried fish. I had a hamburger, hot dog. I had everything. The next day, I was hurting.
I bet you were.
I was hurting. The only thing that made me feel better was a salad with some salt on it. A spinach salad with salt on it. I said, oh, I went too hard. I went too hard. So, but I'm back. I'm back and I'm like, okay. So this also could mean, my weight would drop faster. Because I feel like things have changed when it came to the vegan world or to the vegetarian world. You're not eating regular things. You're eating chemical-based things.
Yeah.
And so I felt like that was another reason why, I was starting to blow up because you don't know what you really. I'm like, well, how is it that I'm a vegetarian, but I'm getting bigger? This don't make no sense.
Yeah. It talks about that often himself. He's like, look at the vegetarians. Often vegetarians are bigger people, and it's like you always hear that the people vegetarians think that first when they go on that they're gonna lose weight, and he's like, no. It's funny how so many actually because the lentils and the beans and how much carbs they have, and it's like it's you have to replace the proteins with something equivalent, but then you have all those carbs that come with it, where if you have the protein coming from meat, you don't have all the carbs. That's the duality of it. It's like, okay, you give up something, but you get a little unfortunate something else that you have to then fight with because you get that benefit. And it's interesting too because I think, well, I know that a lot of my family came from farms. They're farmers. And like one of my uncles, Uncle June, he had a big dairy farm, and my parents would sometimes order a half a cow from him. And then what happens is the family would, when butchering season comes, they would order a cow or half a cow, and Uncle June would then he knew which cows were going to going to the butcher, and then you would get that, and the butcher, you could either come and get the cow yourself, or you would send it to the butcher, and then the butcher would butcher it up and wrap the individual meats and other kind of things. And it's interesting how you would try a steak from my uncle's cows or beef from my uncle's cows, and then you look at the beef from the store and you're like, why is it different? Why does it look different? Even the meat looks different. And at one point you're like, is my uncle's meat really good meat? Because it doesn't have that pretty pink. That pretty pink is not natural.
That is color.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't know that. It's like as a younger person, right? And then I learned, I'm like, so we're not really, that pink is not natural.
That's
like,
not.
I know. No. And interestingly enough, Clifton, Clifton. It's interesting. He gave me an education a number of years ago about the feedlots and about the classification of beef. And so I never understood this either, because I just kind of was curious how come my uncle could make this amazing beef with very little fat. And then I go to the grocery store and you see all this fat on this beef. And I'm like, why is it my uncle's? And I'm like, was he starving his cows or what? I don't know. Right. Cows are big, but they're actually, his cows are big, they're healthy. But what happened is Clifton helped me understand how cows go, how they take all the cows and they take them to what's called a feed lot. And the feed lot is usually attached closely to the railroad. And so you, as a person who is selling your cows and the person who's buying the cows, whatever that agreement is, determine how long your cows will be at a feed lot. And so I'm like, well, why do you need to put a cow at a feed lot? Why just can't? And he's like, so he explained it, that when you send the cow to a feed lot, they go on a corn diet. Okay, mostly corn, to fatten them up. And so there's a 7-day, there's a 14-day, a 21, and a 28.
Oh, that's what they mean when you go to a steakhouse, like a real expensive type of steakhouse.
Yeah. And so the
different levels. Okay.
The longer they're at the feedlot, the more corn they ingest, the more fat they take on. And so they have all the marbling. The marbling gets in there, and it's not healthy for us to have, or even for them. They would probably, their heart would blow up eventually. But it ingrains, and so it makes it makes their meats more flavorful because of the marbling, but
Mm.
it's because they eat so much corn. And so when we talk about corn in our diets, it's like, oh, wait a minute now. There's a feedlot,
Right.
and I know
And
what they
I
do to
love
the
some corn
feedlot.
on the cob,
I
child.
know, so it makes you wonder, what does corn do to us? We think it's supposed to be, good, but with all the sugar, there's so much sugar in natural sugars in corn.
Yeah.
But think about it, how it affects the meat, and you visually see, because if you look at cows from the same group, and you compare a 7-day steak versus a 14 versus a 21, whatever, you compare those days on the feedlot, you look
Mm.
at the meat and just those days of eating corn. Can you imagine what that does to our body? You know, and so
Mm.
it's a shocking situation. It kind of wakes
Yeah.
you up.
So
We don't know.
no. So being a vegetarian, it was I'm getting my protein in my mind,
Mhm.
getting my protein from eggs and things, but I like the impossible meat. I like the impossible stuff,
Mhm.
and that is nothing but chemicals anyway, because ain't no real stuff in that. And
Exactly.
then okay, well, cool. I'm not messing with that no more. Let me eat like the walnut patties and
Mhm.
the beef. I mean, not the beef, the pea stuff and the black bean stuff. It's like, man, this is getting hard, and it's getting more expensive when you eat those things,
Yes.
you know. And then I'm cooking two different dinners or two things every time. I'm
Yeah.
just like, man, you know what,
Yeah.
chicken, I'm back.
Yeah. Well, remember, I think you know this. I think we've talked about this before too. Is that when I first met Ed, he was a
Mm.
vegetarian.
Oh, I didn't.
Yes, he was a marathon runner. He was
Oh
running
yeah,
and
yeah. Uh-huh.
practicing for his marathon, and he was a vegetarian. And so when I had to learn how to cook vegetarian food, because I if it didn't move at one time in his life, I never
Right,
either
right,
it moved or come out of the ground or something, because it was,
right.
I didn't know anything about, I didn't know nothing about birthing no babies, man. So I had to learn, because I'm thinking, how can you make this have any flavor? And I had to figure out how to do the flavor patterns and stuff to help, because the flavor patterns that you use for meat are very different. You put on
Oh
vegetables,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
nasty. It's like, no, 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 no. So you had
Mhm.
to learn how to use different flavor patterns and different things to help really bring out the flavors and seasonings of the meats versus the ones for the vegetables and stuff. And then
Mhm.
I was like him, or he was like you, and we were like you, in the sense is that I tried those replacement meats. And this was, of course, in the 90s, late 90s.
So
They
it
were,
was
they were
mainly
god awful back then.
boba or something
Some,
like that. That
something
was
like
that
that.
brand back
Yeah,
then.
the only people who could do it well were the people who made Indian food, because
Yeah.
the Southeast Asian Indians, a lot of them are vegetarians, so
Yeah.
their whole diet is already built around flavorful vegetarian
Mhm.
food, and even vegan to that point. And so
Mhm.
that was no, that was one good thing about it, is that I would turn to their foods, and so there for a while I was depending very heavily on
Yeah.
Southeast Asian Indian food, because
Yeah.
it was flavorful and it was easy to make
But
in
I
comparison.
love Indian food.
Oh
I
yeah,
told Kenny, I was like, we gotta go to one, at least one down here.
yeah,
He's not a super fan of it, but
yeah,
because it's so much food.
yeah,
But I'm like, shoot, give me a bib so I don't mess up my shirt.
yeah,
We going ham, eggs, and cheese.
yeah. I have a really good friend. Her name was Benita, and she passed away from breast cancer many years ago. She died
Mm,
right after as I was studying for the bar. She passed, I think it was, and she was a good friend. She was so sweet,
mhm,
and she taught me two Indian dishes, and one of them is with the garbanzo beans, chickpeas,
mhm.
potatoes, and it's like olive oil, I think it is,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
spice, and
Yeah,
the flavor is phenomenal, and
yeah.
also jalapeno, because it's like, or a pepper. I'm not sure
Mhm.
it's jalapeno, but it's a pepper, and it's spicy as hell, and it is wonderful, and the flavors are amazing,
I
and
love spicy food.
oh man, I'm telling you, those two recipes. And believe it or not, about a month and a half ago, I was going through the drawer where I have the towels, and on the bottom of it, I have all my
The
recipes.
recipes?
And I looked, and there was her handwriting with the recipes, and I'm like, I need to
Yes.
do this one again, So
Yeah. You should try it out. But yeah, I like spicy food. One, it cleans you out. It keeps the bacteria, and it just does what it's supposed to. And spices are good for you. A lot of people think spices are not good for you. I'm like, no, have your nose running. That's how you get this.
Well, if it ain't running, it ain't spicy.
It ain't spicy enough.
It's like, and it's funny. It's funny because we used to go, and we were living in Houston of all places, and Ed's Latino. I am white as white can be, and so it's funny because we would go to places like Indian, friends, Indian within, Indian families, or we go to Latino families and Mexican families. And they're like, and so we go to get something to eat, like because it's all, you always go in there, have all this food, and they're like, oh, be careful, that's hot.
Right.
And Ed's like, he can't hit it. He's Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans don't like that stuff. So he's like, and I'm like, bring it on. So they kept warning the wrong people. And I used to always laugh because I'm like, if they only knew I can out eat them with the spice, because I was like, more than
this one can't, even with my collard greens. I like my collard greens a little spicy, right? Not too spicy where you can't have there's no flavor, but I put a little spice in it. He's like, whoa. I'm like, oh my gosh, that ain't even spicy. What in the world?
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I know
there's a seafood boil place in Henderson and in Vegas called Hot and Juicy. It's in Tempe too. Hot and Juicy. Every time that we go, I say extra spicy, and he's like, well, let me get my own. We're gonna go medium.
Yeah.
Because medium to him is hot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, extra spicy. Now, he found out when he did not pay attention. He was yapping at the mouth. The waitress comes over and he's like, you order for me. I'm going to eat what you eat. I looked at him. Okay, so we're going to go extra spicy. We're going to go 2 pounds of crab legs. We're going to go with this, and this. We get our bag. We dump it out on the table and we're eating. And I'm just looking at him at my corner of my eye. I'm digging. I don't care. I just don't. And I'm just looking at him at the corner of my eye. I'm starting to see sweat, sweat around here. Yeah. And then his nose. And then, whoa, in the restaurant. Then the shirt come off because he had his wife beat on. And then it was, whoa, can I get another beer? Can I get another beer? Can I get another Blue Moon? Make that a tall. He's
bring a 6-pack over. Just bring a 6-pack and leave it.
Yes, that's what we might as well bring that whole keg over here. His nose running, and I'm just like, he said, what is this? I said, it's spicy. Extra spicy. He said, why? That's what your ass get when I say let's order.
Exactly.
Now that's it. He was like, nah, let me do medium. Let me do medium. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. He goes running out the restaurant. It goes around the car, comes back, runs around. I'm like, what you doing? He's like, I gotta get air. Man. These people looking at him like, what is going on? Should we go in here? I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, but I ate good.
So I bet the next day on the other side, it was like a little bit of fire too. It's like, oh Lord, what would that hell?
Yeah.
Because when you're not used to it in this way, it comes out the other way hot.
Right. Don't have me order for you when you know my spice level.
Exactly.
You should know my spice level. I did a challenge at Tax Shed in Kingman. Mm-hmm. It was you have to eat 8 of those. Wait, no, was it 10? 10 wings. Or it could have been 8. And it was the hottest wings that they have, which was the atomic something. I had to sign a waiver and everything. So I'm eating. I'm like, okay. And I'm eating the first one. I'm like, oh, that's nothing. I'm eating the second one. That's nothing. I'm eating the third one. We starting to feel we're starting to feel it.
That was
I'm
a delayed
eating.
reaction.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel. I'm like, okay, can I get another beer? Let me just get another beer, because at this point it's not flavor. It's
Right.
just
Heat.
hot.
Yeah.
It's not the flavor anymore.
Right.
So I ate about 6 of them, and out of the one, Kenny couldn't believe all the people were standing around me. I'm like, is this a show for real? I'm just eating some damn wings. What the hell is going on? So needless to say, I can handle it, but I just I like flavor spicy, not spicy for no reason.
Exactly. Well, it's like, I'm from Baltimore and we have Old Bay seasoning, and Old Bay seasoning is spicy, but the more you use, the spicier and the hotter it gets.
Right.
It's like it gets in your fingers and whatever. And so when they steam the crabs, they put the Old Bay on. And so as you snap the crabs and as you're using your hands, and then you take the meat, so it gets in there enough, right? And it's funny because the Old Bay doesn't get into the crab, but as you're working the crab, it's on your hands, and then the flavor just works. It's perfect, right? And the heat. And so this weekend when I was home with the family, we went. We went to a traditional Maryland seafood place, and I ordered my Maryland crab cake. And I ordered my Maryland steamed shrimp with Old Bay, and they're like, it's going to be a little. I'm like, no, don't even go there. You can't get it hot enough. I'm good. And so, bring it out, and I'm cracking. And I'm like, and I'm just having like this. And I had I had a cup of Maryland traditional crab soup. Now, people don't give me no heavy milky sauce on crab. That ain't crab soup. Give me a break. I want my tomato-based Maryland crab soup and like a tomato broth, and you can see the stringy pieces of crab that came out, and you had the crab leg in there, and you said some potato in there, and some corn, and some peas, and it's like, and you eat it, and you're like, I'm in heaven, with Old Bay seasoning, and my sister, my older sister, I'm like, I told her she lost her Maryland card. I took the Maryland card away from her. She didn't have it too long because when she ordered the creamy sauce one, and I'm like, what?
Girl, what's wrong with you?
I told her, I said, you lost your Maryland card. No, I revoked her Maryland card. I just I told her, you go back to Pennsylvania, because she's like, it's too hot. I'm like, well, you grew up in Old Bay. How in the hell? I'm like, you have been away too.
At the low of the spice level.
Yes. It's enough so where you're gonna tingle your tongue, but it's not going to overwhelm your flavor, And that little hint of celery. That's the one thing about Old Bay that separates itself from all the other ones. They have that little hint of celery that comes out, and nobody else has been able to do that. And so people say, "Oh, how can you tell that?" I can tell.
You can always tell Old Bay from other seasonings.
Oh, big time. Yeah. And people are like, "Oh, it tastes the same to me." I'm like, "Then you don't have taste buds."
Right. Now, someone just said about ghost pepper. Now, I think ghost pepper does have flavor, like a good spice flavor. Now the Carolina Reaper is what it is. It is just reaping, because when it hits your taste bud, that's it.
Yeah.
That it's over. It's over.
Exactly.
But the others, I like flavor spice. That's why I love the Indian food.
Yeah.
Because they ask you what level. I'm like, we can go with a 9. And then they look at me like, are you sure? Yes. I wouldn't ask for it. Now I probably hesitated, so we can go maybe 8.5 to a 9, but their 10 is a for real 10.
Yeah. That's like the Thai 5. 5 in Thai. It's like you go 5, you're going ballistic. So it's like 4.5. Yep. Don't go to Thai 5, because Thai 5 is all spice and nothing.
It ain't gonna feel good coming out.
Yep. It says it's funny here because Zuba Ninja, I think I said it right, was talking about the sour part. It's interesting though. Your hot sauces, and I think that this is the good thing about traveling so much across the world as well, specifically here in the U.S., is in the U.S. your hot is different depending on what part of the country you're in.
Yes.
Because if you're in the Northeast, it's all about the pepper spice. If you go into as you go down the East Coast and you get into the Carolinas and on down, you have vinegar added. And so when you taste the vinegar in which maybe the sour you're talking about, I don't know, but the vinegar comes in, and that's a very southern heat. And then you get across Louisiana and get over to like Louisiana, and you're getting into Texas, you're getting into Tex-Mex. So now you're jalapeno, and you're a whole different level of pepper, because it's a different pepper than the East Coast pepper.
Right.
And as you move over to California, then you wind up with Far East pepper. And so it's amazing. I can taste a hot sauce and kind of indicate where that hot sauce came from, And when they Nashville hot and Chicago hot and all that, those are derivatives of the what do you call it? The coasts.
Yeah.
To me, it's the coasts who have the differentiation, and then all that did is kind of made its way up and through,
Nashville hot is a mixture of vinegar and honey and then hot.
Yep.
That's all together with that. So you have your own twist to everything.
Yep.
Especially, you're right about the Carolinas, because a good old barbecue sauce, a homemade barbecue sauce with the right vinegar, not too much vinegar. Just like when it's coleslaw. Coleslaw is the same way. You can always tell what coleslaw, what region you're in.
Yep.
In the Carolinas, it has more of a vinegar-y taste. Get a little, come down here, you got more of a mayonnaise, like a more creamier taste with no flavor, no salt and pepper, no sugar. It's just, you're like,
Up north, it's sweet.
Yeah. It's more sugar. And then you get to the other side, you're like, I don't trust your coleslaw. Hold on. Wait a minute. It's so different.
Yeah. And then we get to California.
Too creamy. Yeah.
As you move to California, the mayo kind of goes away, and it's very little mayo and more on something else. I don't know what it is.
It's just cabbage.
Exactly.
They just spray it on there.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, oh no, goodness. Hey, Dr. Rivera, nice to see you.
Hey. Yes. But yeah, we done talked about food all day, y'all. So
I know, because I'm ready to eat now.
I know, that's right. I want all of what I've been talking about. I want all what I have been talking about.
Oh my goodness. But yes, indeed.
But yeah, but it's also about, comfort. Your comfort food. When you in the kitchen, you put your own twist on everything. Now I know somebody makes some good fried chicken. Now I can eat your fried chicken, sir.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah, not just eating the pieces of skin that's left or the crumbs left on the plate of Kenny's.
Well, we're gonna switch, because I'll make the fried chicken and you'll make the mac and cheese, because my boys have told me you didn't do it like Miss Shawna. You didn't do it. I'm like, okay. Thank you very much. Not even just in a nice way. It's like, it doesn't quite. No. It's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, okay, yeah.
It's all.
Did you use the wrong cheeses? And I'm like, no, Miss Shawna told me what cheese.
I told you everything to use. Everything.
I did it all the same way, but you give that Shawna love, and that's what it is. Because I'm telling you, I did it exactly as you said, and no, it was done. They're like, doesn't taste like Miss Shawna's.
Yeah, Kenny been telling all the neighbors around here about my mac and cheese, and he's like, well, you got to make some mac and cheese the next get together we have. I'm like, I don't want to just keep making mac and cheese. I can make other stuff.
Yeah, but go with your strong suit, no matter what. Because when you do it that well, it's like you please. I'm telling you, my boys. Oh, even Juliana. I mean, come think of it, she's had it, and she's the same way, but she didn't try mine. But she talks about yours all the time too. It's like the family loves your mac and cheese.
When we had the Psychic Palooza, I only got one scoop. One scoop. I go back, it's gone.
It's gone.
Michael looking at me talking about, I took the rest of it. Yeah, just I'm glad y'all like it. I can cook other stuff. I promise you I can. Like my sweet potato cornbread, that went well. I did that from scratch. That went well. I was like, dang, all I got was a corner. Kenny only got a corner. I'm like, dang. And I'm like, okay, y'all, I can cook. I really can, besides mac and cheese. But, that's whatever. I love mac and cheese. That was the other thing being as a vegetarian. Those carbs, like pasta, I was heavy on pasta.
Yep.
Heavy. So, now we bringing it back. Now we got to put balance back in. It was
Yes.
just,
Yes.
and I felt like in that time of my life,
Yep.
when we was in Arizona, I just couldn't get into meat because the meat was, I felt like it was talking to me, like, and I felt like I felt how it died and everything, but I was on a different spiritual journey then,
Mhm.
and so now I'm here, I'm like, oh, so I can't do that over here. Okay. Okay. I get it now. But that's the change that happens, when you go through things in your life.
And as you change in your lifetime, you want to make some planning because planning is an important part of change. And
Absolutely.
as you migrate and navigate this year,
Absolutely.
you
You
may
see how
need
we
to
walked in here?
find a
That's awesome.
planner that might do that job for you. Miss
Absolutely.
Shauna, do you have any idea of who might provide
You
such a
know,
planner?
I loved how that door just
That
opened
was
right
pretty good
there.
segue, huh?
That was awesome, right? That door just opened. So we got the digital planner. This is the digital copy. It is a instant download. This is astrology based. Also tapping into your inner self. Even this planner actually goes even deeper. Okay, even deeper than last year's. Um, there's QR codes that are in the planner that gives you when you scan it, it takes you to a video of me, of course, doing the tarot reading for the whole month that coincides with the energy that is going on for the month. So it is only exclusive in the planner. Okay. Also, if you're like me, you got to have that physical, and that is the physical copy, the hard copy, and it doesn't get shipped by a different party. It gets shipped by me. So yeah, check that out. Scan the code. The link doesn't even come up anymore, but if you need the link, just go to my link tree, and you can order
Well,
there, or go to
type
goddesspower.net.
it into our private chat, Miss Shauna, and then I will copy it and
Oh
move it
yeah, okay.
into the regular chat so people can see the link if you want to link to it. And again, this specific one is the physical hard copy. This one's the
Mm-hmm.
one you get if you want a hard copy. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to get it instantaneously, you'll get this one, which is the e-copy, and it'll come right to your email, and then you can download it and utilize it instantaneously. And so this is the e-copy versus the hard copy. And when Miss Shauna texts me the thing, I will. Is this the
Okay.
one the hard copy or both?
That's the whole thing. That's the page that you
Okay.
can do you can get the digital one or the physical copy.
Okay. This is Miss Shauna's planner link. Hey, Ray Lopez, nice to see you in.
Hey, matter of fact, give shout outs to everybody.
Yes, indeed.
Ray, Shawna, what is it, Zab?
Zabunija.
Yes.
Close enough.
Hello, Michelle, Mr. Rivera, how are you? Christina, uh, Lorianne, Miss Angie is in the building, KK, Miss Rachel. Oh yeah, we was talking everybody's head off about food, yeah. So
Cheyenne, official
sorry.
ambassador, Lorraine,
Yes,
or Lauren.
Crystal,
Nice to see y'all in.
Lauren,
Hey,
yes,
Tanisha. Is
Valerie, Tina, Wendy. Hey, Divinely Got It.
that Tanisha?
That is Tanisha and Creating
Tanisha is twitching. Tanisha
Balance.
over there twitching on us.
Yes.
Yes. Oops. My little thing is slipping. There we go. Back over. Back over. Relax. Tranquilo. Gracias.
Yes. And it's never too late if you haven't already ordered your book, The Power Within.
Oh,
Okay.
yes. There is a book out there, and it's
There
amazing.
is a book.
I
Yes.
heard the author is pretty damn cool, too, actually.
I heard the same damn thing.
Yeah. And he pays people to say that, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kathleen.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, Wizzy. Yes. How is everybody? How's everybody's week going so far? Hey, tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Yes, make sure you go order that book. It's on Amazon. And it's on Sonoran Mystic Tarot's website.
Absolutely. And that book, #1 new bestseller on Amazon the day it was released, March 31st, 2004. And it's coming up on a 1-year anniversary very soon. And on March 3rd, I think, watch for the interview when a podcaster interviewed me about the book. And I'll go into more about the book at that point on that podcast, as well as I have some previous podcasts. During the show today, I'll pop up the thing about the previous podcasters I've been on. So, but yeah, 1-year anniversary is coming up on that. Can you believe it? 1 year almost. Crazy, right?
What? And you can find this book in the library.
Oh, yes, it is now in the Scottsdale Public Library. So It's actually now part of their collection, which is a very cool thing, which is a recent thing for me. I found out about 3 weeks ago, a month ago. It's been a while. But yeah, and so I'm very happy with that. It's very cool. Very cool.
See?
Absolutely. So, Ms. Shawna, let's get to something that I think a lot of people are kind of wanting, and that is they want to know who will do love readings. That's what they wanted to know.
Bonnie, calling on angels.
Exactly. If you're here for a reading, you can talk to us. But if you're here for a love reading,
please hold that.
Reach out to Miss Bonnie. Exactly. Otherwise, you're going to come right here to Miss Naturally Divine Goddess herself and myself. Make sure you are following both of us, subscribing as you go along. And as we upload stuff or as we go live, you will know. With that said, who are you drawn to today first, Miss Shawna?
Okay. You know what? We've never read for Zap You Ninja.
Okay.
Or have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Would you like a reading?
And if so, is it general or specific? And it's on Twitch, which is kind of cool because it'd be nice to do a Twitch person.
Yeah.
So kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Not actually killing, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It's like getting my fingers wet when I'm making wax candles.
Oh. Awesome. Would you like a general, or do you have a question that's not pertaining to love or a relationship? Because we got the same relationship too, chat.
Exactly. Don't try to get clever and say, I'm not asking about JoJo. I want to know what Spirit thinks about JoJo, but I don't want to know myself. Right. Yeah, we see through that.
We see it. Definitely.
Hey, Allison, nice to see you in. And she's got her thing queued up already.
General's fine. Cool.
We'll go with the general. Absolutely. It's what Spirit wants you to know.
Okay. It looks like you're about to go through something with the Tower card. Okay. Now, I feel like don't look at this in a negative way. Okay. When the Tower card comes up, it's meaning you're not moving fast enough. Okay. It also is meaning that this could be a new beginning opening up for you. I feel like cool beans. I feel like this is a great opportunity for you to start anew. Okay. Especially when you have the Tower card here. Spirit is stepping in on your behalf to make things happen for you. There was maybe a couple signs, a couple messages that have came through, and you were like, I see it, but I'm not moving in that direction right now. No, this is something that you've asked for. Now, Spirit is stepping in for you. And it's making things work. Now, it's really taking you out your comfort zone. So all the things that you have built up already, or where you are in your life right now, put it that way. I feel like it's where you are right now. Spirit is saying, all right, it's time to make these changes. Okay. Now you also have the 9. Nine of Cups. Now, this is a great thing being right beside the Tower card. The Nine of Cups is also letting you know a wish fulfilled, or wish fulfillment, period. This is an opportunity to step into your confidence, and or to be more confident into what you are doing, or to step forward and have this self-esteem like super high right now, because you are accomplishing things, you're getting things accomplished, especially when it comes to your goals. When it comes to your cups here, it is really saying, listen, I'm getting this done, this is working out, I got this done, this is working out, everything is lining up for you. But this is also your doing by putting the trust into spirit. You do have the World card here. This is success. This is good karma coming around. But you're being open to it. I also feel like this card is representing the universe opening up to you, giving you, it's like you're manifesting everything and anything that you that is, as long as it's in your align with your highest self, that is what's going on. You do have the Hermit here. I also feel like with this Hermit being here, this is stating that it's putting you back on track. If you felt like if you off a track, this is putting you back on track. But this is also saying you need to be clear of your intentions, clear of what your goals are, clear of what your dreams are, clear. That is the main thing. Be clear, because you are the one that's bringing the light to yourself. I just noticed with this card, the Hermit is looking at the snake here, and this is the year of the snake. So this could be your year to really shine, to bring your light to the world, and really, really show off what you are capable of, what your skills are, what your abilities are. Yeah. So I had to do some clarifying. You got the Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Four of Swords here. Now, this is stating great energy. This is also stating with the Three of Cups, new supportive people, new supportive friends, surrounding yourself around that. Also a celebration. Okay. This could be you going to a celebration and meeting the right people that will help you with you achieving your goals, you making it happen for you. With this Queen of Swords, this is being logical. This is thinking smarter, moving in a better way, and keeping your emotions in check. Okay. And not move too much from that space. Is just saying, all right, I see things differently now. And I got to make it happen. That's what this Queen of Swords energy is all about. I'm making it happen if nobody else will make it happen for me. Okay. And if anything gets in my way, yeah, I got this sword. I cut you right on out. Or I cut you out of my way. Or just not dealing with folks that don't have or resonate with your mission, or resonate with your vision either. You do have the Four of Swords here. Make sure you are getting your rest. Make sure you are doing this phase. Make sure you are recouping, okay, recharging your batteries, and relaxing that mind, knowing that Spirit has your back and Spirit is taking care of things on your behalf behind the scenes. Okay. And also that the universe is opening up for you in a big major way. Let's see if I have anything else as far as in the healing cards. Yeah, I just see like really big energy here for you. Spirit is definitely telling you it's time for you to get out your comfort zone. It's time for things to change. It's time for you to focus. Okay. Focus on what your needs are. Not too much of what your wants are, but what your needs are and what's your dream. And instead of dreaming small, continue to dream big. You have enchantment here. And with enchantment being here, this is this energy. Let's go even deeper of enchantment. This is stepping into your childhood. Okay. This is having that childlike sense here. You know, this is about using your imagination. How big is your imagination? And with that imagination, you can bring that into reality. Okay. When you focus, think about what you want, not what you don't want. All right. Or what you really need. I want to say that because I think that's just more clearer. And really guard your thoughts. Okay. Guard your thoughts carefully because this is going to create your experience through this whole phase that you're going through. Let's see if there's anything else that wants to pop out, but write these things down. Okay. Write these things down. And instead of the law of attraction, it's like, I know you've been hearing it if you've been online. It's the law of assumption. Okay. It's like this ideal is coming. I knew it because I already said that you are. You got the magician card here. You are a master manifester. Okay. You can manifest anything that you like, because you want to focus on the feeling. That's what you want to manifest into reality. It's the feeling, not what it is, but the feeling of it. Also, with this Page of Swords being here, this is the energy of a message coming through. It could be that idea, that number one idea, but this is knowledge. Okay. That's definitely coming through. That's very big. And I feel like it's not going to just be one. It's going to be maybe 4 ideas coming through. And this is going to be from Spirit putting it on you, letting you know. So make sure you open up those ears and open up that heart and open up that mind so you can receive. But there are some big changes happening for you, love. And these are 3 major arcana. Yeah, your life is changing in a great way. Okay, that's what I have.
Super, super, super. Let's see what I get. We had a little bit of a troll that didn't show up on our chats, but yet it's showing up on the comments, which is interesting.
Oh.
And so I was trying to figure out what the heck happened that it would be in one place and not the other. I guess we'd already banned it from here before, but not, I guess, I don't know. It was weird. So anyway, I cleaned it up. They're gone. They're bye.
Absolutely. Yeah, when you know that feeling you want, you can feel it. Yes. And it comes to you easier. Wow. Oh, you are so welcome. Yeah, you got great energy. And just be open for, you're not getting knocked on your butt.
And it's interesting because you had that Tower card first.
Mm-hmm.
And I got 2 aces. I got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So the Tower card's telling you whatever is coming in front of you, don't be afraid of it. Is it a new job? Is it a new opportunity? Is it a new career? Are you going to create your own business? Are you going to what's going on here? Because this is about again, job or mission or purpose. So whatever it is, so it could even be a path situation. Maybe you're finding your way back to your given path, and therefore you'll be moving forward. Again, the changes maybe you got veered off of your path, and maybe the universe is like, okay, again, like Valerie Bertinelli has said it so much better, and I'm going to let her do it. And this is her point of view, and in reference to a Tower card, specifically in your path.
So when I started on this healing journey, about 2 years ago, my life was like really unmanageable, and I got shut. You know how the universe or God kind of like taps you on the shoulder, you don't listen, kind of gives you a little push, you don't listen, shoves you to your knees, you still don't listen. I got shoved on my ass.
So again, the Tower card can be, like Shawna said, can be very positive because it could be bringing a positive change into your life or a negative change. But the point is, the Tower card is bringing something different. And so the question is here, is it a path situation? Maybe, again, maybe you kind of gotten a little off your path and therefore you're getting back to your path. It could be, again, in other words, it could be an opportunity. Maybe it's maybe a job opportunity is going to come in. Maybe, again, an idea of, hey, I got an idea for a product. Maybe I can make a product and sell a product. It could be, hey, maybe I can go out on my own and have my own business. The point is whatever it is right there in front of you. So that Tower card push you along to help you get here, and it's going to work out to your advantage because this is the start of something new. If this was here with more of a like a devil card of pessimism or something, I would have concerns. But when you have this along with the beginning of a happy entry, this is a good thing. And again, look at this. This is a cycle, by the way. This is a cycle. So this is not a short-term happiness. This is a longer-term happiness. And this is something. And look at the eye. So again, you're entering a new phase. Open up your mind to it. Make sure you are ready for it and embrace it. And look what I just got.
The Tower card.
The Tower card too.
That's what I told. Yeah. Things are changing in a big, major way. Listen, there was the World card and the Hermit card and the Nine of Cups. The universe is listening. Yep, I had it.
That was my next card. The next card.
It's the same. Yeah.
And then, of course, on the bottom of the deck, the Fool card, the beginning of something new. So the Fool card, again, the Fool card tells you it's going to change. There's a change coming, and starting ground zero, something new, something fresh. I mean, everything about this. These three cards, they should be hand in hand. This is what this is about.
Yes.
But it's saying this is what's going to bring it on. So as change comes, embrace it. Celebrate the change.
Absolutely.
Change, okay?
There's newness. When I say newness, new circle of friends, new networking people that is going to be resonating with your mission. That Hermit card was literally saying, this is, with the Hermit card in this deck here, in the gilded deck, it's amazing because the Hermit is looking at the snake and it's like shining his light on the snake. It's like, what's going on? And right then for Zeb, it was, this is your year. This is the year of the snake. This is the year for you to shine your light. This is your year. So what you gonna do with it?
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Yes.
This little light of mine.
Hey. Absolutely.
That's Sunday school. And while we're Sunday school, if you have a birthday last week, this week, next week, or we missed your birthday in any way, please, this one is for you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya.
Yeah, that was all confirmation for you, Zeb.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, positively.
Who would you like to choose next, huh?
Oh, you threw it on me.
I did. I had to move quick with you, honey, because you're so quick. You're quick. I'm like, oh no. Listen, I had double shots of espresso today in my cappuccino. So
give me a double shot of whiskey.
I'll do some Kettle One.
Let's see.
And that's what's so crazy. I've been on my martini game lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm very bougie right now. Can I get a martini?
Well, let's make sure we don't use Tito's. Tito's is a no.
Oh, no. It's Kettle One. Hold on.
Exactly.
It's Kettle One or Grey Goose. That's about it.
For folks, I used to love Tito's, and I'm not going to get political because I ain't getting political, but I'm going to get specific. Okay, that's my easy out right there. Tito's used to be my favorite. Tito's is made in Austin, Texas. Okay, let's go. Austin, Texas. Repeat after me. Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Exactly. And Austin, Texas is not like the big red Texas state. Austin, Texas is still more conservative than it used to be. And but it is blue. It is still blue, and it is very much not liberal, but it is very much more progressive. Okay. And so I used to drink Tito's with everything. And then when everybody went on this freak out because Coors Light decided to make 6, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 6 cans of beer. Not a case, not cases, not bunches, 6 little cans of beer with a woman who used to be a man. Okay, let's say a transgender person's face on the beer can, only for that person, 6 little cans. The world went crazy. Oh my God, it's coming to an end because beer is no longer beer because a transgender person has 6 cans of beer with their face on it. The world went crazy and they protesting. So all of a sudden, of all places, Tito's, who is their vodka focus is more to a more progressive or whatever thing, they decided they were going to draw funding away from GLBT issues. And more specifically, here in Phoenix, we have an organization called 1 in 10. And it's a supporting organization that is by what do you call it? It's both parties. I can't think of the word for some reason. Anyway, so Tito's decides to pull funding to help kids in need, kids who are GLBT, right? And so kids are on the street because their family threw them out because you're gay, you're on the street. Kids who have been ostracized for family violence, kids who have gone through the system and have been excluded because of their GLBT status. This organization, 1 in 10, helps them to find a safe space. It helps them to find homes. It helps them to find parents. It helps them to find a start. It helps them to get back into school. It helps them to get back into life and to be very productive citizens. And because it was attached to GLBT, Tito's, who again has made its money on progressive money because of the vodka, decided it was going to pull its funding from this organization. And it told the organization, you can't use our name, you can't use our images, nothing, because they were worried about this. So because some damn big bullies are going to get out there and raise hell because a transgender woman's face appeared on 6 beer cans that was only sent to her and to nobody else, and the whole world went crazy, and Tito's lost its shit. Well, Tito's lost my respect, and so I will not use Tito's. And if I go someplace and they're like, we make this and it's a special drink with, I'm like, no, not with Tito's. And we don't make it without. I'm like, then I don't want it. I don't want it.
Right. I don't drink Tito's because I just don't drink Tito's.
Yeah, I don't drink it because of that, because I'm one of these big activists who believe strongly in putting my money where my mouth is. And so, no, I ain't doing it. And I'm pissed because I love Tito's.
I got you. I
absolutely loved it. And I told everybody about it. I get so many people drinking Tito's because they used to drink other things.
I didn't know, from way back when they first started coming out. That's what you had. That's what you had told me about. So I was like, oh, let me try Tito's. I'm like, oh, okay, it's different. Yeah. It's not, but I went right back to after that, I went right back to I love Kettle One now. So I'm going with Kettle One. I'm going to have to call them myself. Okay. Be like, hold on now.
Yes.
Kettle One. Yeah. But it's so many other vodkas are way better than them anyway. So many good ones.
Absolutely. Yep. And there's some. Yeah. I'm that guy who will go out, and if you know anything about my private Facebook page, you'll know that I'm quite a bit of an activist. I do not put that stuff anywhere else, but I do put it on my private Facebook page. And so, if you ever disliked having to listen to an activist or somebody who has a point of view who shares it, avoid my Facebook page. Rumer-Rivera on the Facebook. Don't go there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Slide left, slide right, slide up, slide down, but don't slide in. Because you are not gonna like what you see. I guarantee it. I'm a little vocal about my positions. Yes. And if you look on TikTok, you'll really see a little.
Yeah, not no little. I don't know what you got this little for.
No. And this year, this little nice persona, no. No.
Don't do it, y'all. But do it if you want some entertainment, because it is hilarious.
Yeah, I do have a funny spin on a number of things, and I don't hesitate to talk about them.
Yeah, that's what the platform is there for, right? Everybody else is doing it. Why not?
Exactly. So before we get ourselves in any kind of trouble, I'm not in trouble. But before I say something that's going to piss somebody off, well, that I do anyway. So I can't even figure it. Allison, if you're here, let us know, and I'm gonna give you a reading. How's that?
Oh Lord,
that was not a smooth segue. That was just like, get me out of here because I'm gonna whip myself in trouble. And by the
Allison
way,
is a career one, right?
Career, yes, indeed. Yep.
Allison, are you still here?
Don't tell me you left, Miss Allison, because I'm gonna be all upset.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell
you don't want Don to be upset, doggone it, because
I'm gonna tell.
It's entertaining for me. I promise you. When he gets upset, I'm like, anybody else wants some popcorn? You better go get your own, because this is the best show I've ever seen. It takes a lot.
It takes a lot, yes. And by the way, before anybody else comes in, remember this moment in history where we are. Yeah. The astrology is lined up. Okay, there's so much happening astrologically right now, and it has helped thin the veil, as well as so much is happening in our world right now. Every minute of every day you turn the TV on, you're seeing something different, and you're like, give me a damn break. I need a little rest. All that energy raises our vibrations, okay, folks? And so our vibrational energy is that feeling we feel up and down. We're all over the place. But right now, our universe is the vibrational energy is like this, very high, as well as the astronomy, astrological and astronomy. Astronomy is where the stars and stuff are lined up, and the astrology is what that information comes from, that alignment. And so again, that is there's a lot going on. I mean, we had planets aligning that hasn't happened in hundreds of years. We have all these things that are happening. Therefore, raising that vibration level, making the veil between the other side and our side very thin, because spirits levels are high. Their vibration levels are up here, right? And usually we're like way down here as people, but as we are light workers, we raise our vibrational level, and we butt up against this. And that's how come we can communicate with spirits on the other side. Since the world is like living here right now, everybody is actually probably feeling more than they've ever thought. They're actually probably connecting more than they thought. And if you think you're getting messages, or you're getting some, symbols or a scent or a flavor, and you're picking up anything, that reminds me of, it's not reminding you of, they're here. And that's because your vibrational levels are here and theirs are here. And now you're able to communicate more and connect more with the loved ones. So if you are interested in connecting with the loved ones and trying to find a way to do it, this is a guided meditation. This guided meditation will help to walk you through it. You may have to do it 2 or 3 times, because again, you have to get down the visualization that comes with these, but this will help you to connect to the other side and to have those conversations with those folks. Also, this exercise, I have 3 different meditations that are up on YouTube, all free, no charge. It's on YouTube. And there's Sonoran Mystic Tarot. But when you use these, the first part of each of those meditations is an exercise that helps you line your chakras. Because my argument with meditations is that if you go cold into a meditation, if your chakras aren't aligned, then the chances are you may not get the maximum benefit of that meditation. So with every meditation I've created, I create the chakra alignment exercise that you go up through. And as you go through it, you'll realize what it is. But it helps you to align your chakras. And so if nothing else, when you come out of the exercise, you would have had your chakras aligned. And that is super, super important, because again, if we fail to have our throat chakra lined up, we're not going to speak up for ourselves. We're going to feel like we need to be quiet. We're going to feel like, okay, maybe I should be quiet today. Maybe I should, or our third eye is closed, and therefore we're not picking up what other people are feeling. And sometimes that third eye, we don't even know we use it when we use it, but we pick up senses from people. We can pick up cues. We can pick up things that we would otherwise miss. Our stomach is messed up because of a specific reason. Again, the chakras will help line this up for you. Okay. I mean, the meditation will help line your chakras up. Okay. So consider, if you want to connect with other ones on the other side, the best time is now, because again, our energies are crazy high. And they already are out there, so we're now connecting. So do it, okay? Give it a try. And did we get a response?
No.
Okay, then we move on. Miss
Hey,
Allison,
moving on.
you are you are off my Christmas list. Hey, Victor, nice to see you. Good, it's good to see
Hey,
you.
Victor. Yes.
Let's see. Then
All right. It's still your turn. It's still your turn. Oh yeah, I wanted to say that we have an ash. What is it called? Astro? Yeah, Astro. Astro? Coming. No, what is it called?
Asteroid.
Huh?
The asteroid?
Yeah, the asteroid. First off, I can't finish the word, so my bad. We have one coming in Aquarius on the 16th. So that day is going to be a great day for all of us. It's bringing in wisdom. It's bringing in your intuition, of course. So everything that, it heightens the Aquarius sign. So if you have Aquarius in your chart, look to see where it's at. Or if you're an Aquarius sign, it is definitely going to be very heightened. I should maybe do a video about that just to break that down some more.
Mm-hmm. You should.
So I will do a video about that. I just wanted y'all to just be in touch, because this is like an asteroid. There we go. An asteroid that is coming. Usually you don't hear talks about different asteroids of their influences when it comes to, but we're very close now, like Don was saying. So this energy is going to affect all of us. But so I'm gonna do a video and I'll break it down some more.
Sounds good. If you are here and want a reading, let us know. Give us a little shout out.
Yes.
If it's specific or general. Also, don't forget to hit those like, share, subscribe, and follow.
We greatly appreciate it. Yes.
Absolutely. Help grow the channel, folks. So again, find the like button. Let's click the subscribe. Click. Share. Click.
Yes. And for folks that ordered this week, your order have been sent out already. You should have got a confirmation. So that's awesome. I greatly appreciate you, and for supporting. And to have me along your journey. Yeah. Because that says a whole lot. So I'm cheesing.
If you haven't ordered yet, then know that we are watching.
Yes. I have Aquarius and Pisces on the cuff. Okay, Michelle. So if you want a reading, let us know, general or question, no relationship or love questions. Save that for Calling on Angels 11:11, which will be live on Sunday.
Exactly. Tish Kelly, do you have a question by chance? It's interesting. It's kind of
a delay today.
Yeah. Last night the delay at one point got really ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Redonkulous. Yeah.
Redonkulous.
I
don't know why, but it is a delay.
I'll do that Valentine's music on here. What is Valentine's music?
I don't know. What the heck is it? Play it.
Let's see.
Will it let you play it?
Let me see. Let's doing something. Do you hear it?
That's Valentine's music?
I know. It's like, what?
Okay. That's something they just put together. That is not no Valentine's music, child.
Exactly. This is supposed to be love music.
Where?
I don't know.
In what world? Maybe in a different.
Oh, it even has a shuffle, so I guess you have different.
It sounds the same.
I know. This one's supposed to be chill. That wouldn't chill me so much.
That's a different type of chill, but I can see chill.
Down tempo.
Okay,
They have a chill hop. What's a chill hop?
Chill hop is like a little bit of chill and hip hop. So a little bit more upbeat, a little bit. It's all about the drums and the boom tap.
This is supposed to be lounge music.
What?
It's supposed to be lounge music.
That's some weird lounge music.
I know, it's like I need to see those little lava lamps.
Right?
That's interesting.
All right. Could I just have a general reading if possible? What is that? That's rain?
That was rain. Yeah, natural sounds like that.
Okay. Was that the world? What's up?
Oh, no, that was jazz, actually. That's supposed to be jazz.
Oh, that was jazz.
I don't know. Jazz usually doesn't sound like that to me. I don't know. Anyway, selected to it. Sorry, back. I just had to play around a little bit. General for Tish.
Sure. Be right back.
Let's see what we got for Tish. What we got for Tish Kelly? Tish, did you just lose somebody recently? Is there somebody on again, did you just have a family member cross over not so long ago? Because I feel like a mourning. I feel like a period of mourning. Or I guess the other option could be maybe somebody who is coming up on an anniversary of a crossing, maybe. No, 3 years ago. No. It would be sooner than that. Okay. Interesting. And do you have an aunt on the other side? Would that be the 3-year one? An aunt? This energy I'm picking up is female energy. She's shorter, a little plump. She used to dye her hair blonde. No, your uncle a few months ago, but now your aunt. So your uncle passed a few months ago, you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Was he short and a bit heavy? Did he have like light colored hair, blonde hair when he was around? Because I'm picking up, was he a passive individual, not really aggressive? Because I'm picking up, I'm picking up a female. There's a female here. You say yes, he fits those categories, but I don't know. I'm picking up a female here. I'm definitely picking up a female, not a passive. No. It's okay. If anybody in here has lost an aunt who, in the last few weeks or month, who's shorter, plump, used to do the hair blonde, rounder face, very good energy, very good attitude, very fun to be with. She liked to talk and she liked to share stories, and she's good at weaving a tale, very good at weaving a tale. So this must not be for Tish. This is for someone else out there. If that energy fits, let me know, because that energy is here. For Tish, you are the master of whatever you want to make happen. You need change, and it is time for you to make change, but this is you making change, okay? Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Not going to happen. You've got to be doing it yourself. This is the magician card, which is the master manifester. So the magician is saying, hey, let's make something happen. Let's create something, okay? And it's like, get going. What are you waiting for? Why are you sitting back? This is the most active, the most this is the most fast paced of all of the nights. And so it's like, what are you waiting for? If you want to move to happiness, if you want to get going to the world, to a happier space, you got to make it happen. Don't wait for somebody else, because they are not waiting for it. They're not going to help you. The universe is not in its right now. The universe is overwhelmed, and it's not in a mood to help so much. The universe is like, you're on your own. You're on your own. So you have got to do it. And look at this. If you don't do something soon, don't be surprised if the universe does it for you, because that's, and again, when the universe does it, they're not going to make it happy. Okay, so look at this. This is the Tower card. Know that the Tower card is very clear. If you do not make a change, if you are stuck, if you are fixed and you can't seem to shake it out, the universe will shake it out for you. But since this is the one time that I really do feel like it's not going to be fun. This is going to be them kind of getting ticked, because you've been sent messages and you've been told, hey, we got to make a change. Something's got to give. Something's got to be different. But you've been reticent to do it. And again, you have to do it. Nobody else is going to do it for you. And if you not do it, again, the universe is telling clearly, and the universe is saying, get it done quick already, because they gave you the one that's fast paced. So it's like, get moving. Guess what? It's going to happen on you. And when the house falls down on you, you're going to have to look back and say, damn, I was warned. I kind of was told. So yeah. And it's interesting, because it seems like you get off your path, and that's part of what they're trying to do, is get you back on your path. And when you do, life is going to be smoother. Things are going to be easier for you when you're on your path. When you are not on your path, I'm telling you, the universe is, and Michelle, you are right. The universe is really sending a lot of Tower cards.
Yes.
What the hell?
Where'd you go?
I don't know. Pasta. What the hell was that? What was that? And now it's a whole. What
happened?
I don't know. What happened? What happened? Anyway, let me finish reading, and then I'll fix my damn camera. So Miss Shawna will just sit there and look pretty for me, which is easy for her to do, thank goodness. But definitely go for the that's that spirit, the woman I was telling you about. She must have been pissed. So she's like, you know what, you ignored me. I'm like, I didn't ignore you. Nobody acknowledged you, so whatever. But no, Tish, really, seriously, you need to figure out what's going on. You need to get back to, navigate your way through this, because again, if you don't change things, the universe is going to do it for you. And they don't play. So I'm gonna leave it up to you now, Shawna, while I play myself.
Yeah, figure out what happened to you, brother. Listen, I got the 10 of Pentacles here, and the 10 of Pentacles is saying, is this what you want? You want to have this security. You want to have the stability. You got to get in control, okay? You need to get in control. You got the Emperor card here, and when the Emperor card is stepping through, you got to step into that energy. You do have the Empress right beside it. So it's saying balance as well. It's bringing in balance as well. It's about nurturing your environment, nurturing yourself. And it's like fertilize. There you go. You're back, brother. What? I don't know. It was that spirit. It was that spirit. It's like, oh, so you didn't see me. Click.
Yeah.
They won't see you. So it's time for you to get focused, Trish. It's really time for you to get focused. Get out of that cloud, feel it, and stop doubting yourself. When you make a decision, stick with that decision and go with it. Okay. There's results that comes out with it. So before the Tower moment, it's like, okay, these are the things that you want. Get it done. It's like a breakthrough happening for you as well. This Ace of Swords. There's so many great things. These are the signs that you are receiving, long as you get in control. You got to step into this. What are you waiting on? You waiting for another sign? I'm telling you, when that Tower card comes, boy, you gonna get hit upside your head, your back, your butt, your everything by a 2x4, and then a truck, and then another truck. It's going to keep running you over. If you need help, don't be afraid to ask. You know, you got the Hierophant here. If you don't know what to do or what direction that you need to go into, don't be afraid to go to someone that has been in this position before or know how to direct you. It's okay. Spirit will provide you with the right person. Okay. All you have to do is ask. Do you not want to get out of your own prison, your own limitations? You got the Eight of Swords here. What are you waiting on? Take that blindfold off. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Okay. Now I'm a little blunt with that, but it's saying when you have all this great energy backing you up. So don't be afraid to step forward. I mean, with this Three of Wands, what is it what is it that you want to bring into your life? What is it that you want to bring? Is it something small? Is it something big? Is it life-changing or is it not life-changing? Okay. You will be able to manage this. Okay. You stepping into that. You stepping into being in control, finding the balance. With this Queen of Pentacles, you will be able to manage. And this is earthly things. These are physical things here because the Queen of Pentacles is earth energy here. So this is saying tangible things that you will receive now. What are you waiting on? It's time to let it go. This is the completion. You see how it starts off with a 10 and then it ends with a 10 of get out of your own head. Stop talking negative to you. I don't got to do no clarifying for this because this is straightforward. Get out of your own head. Stop being around people that you feeling that keep backstabbing you or all of this, or people that's draining you, or things or situations that's draining you. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. You are the one that's in control, like Don said. And I'm going to hush because I'm about to
but show that Ace of Swords, because that Ace of Swords, I want to on that. That Ace of Swords is letting you know you have to approach things differently. You have to change your way of thinking and say, how can I do this differently? I need something to shake things up. How do I shake things up? It really is incumbent upon you, but think outside the box. Let's not go with the usual things. Okay, it's like, well, I've done this before and it worked. No, we're talking shake it up,
all the way.
And then once you do, don't be surprised if that new trajectory is straight up instead of like this, because this has happened before. And that's why it's like, okay, if you keep getting this, then why are you doing it again? Because again, you know what the result is. If you keep getting this and you stay doing this, guess what you're going to get? But if you say, okay, let me take something different. Okay?
So stop talking negative. Stop with the negative patterns. Because when you get into the mood of, oh, well, I already know how it's going to be. Well, damn. You already shut yourself down already. You know, it's like, okay, when spirit steps in and shake your world up, don't come back and say, what done happened? Because what we gonna say is we told you so.
We told you so.
We told you.
Told you so. Told you so. I can do the told you so dance. I've been there. Done
that. Right. That is a great dance. I love that dance, honey.
Exactly.
Ain't no twerking involved. This is straightforward.
It's the fingers. Got to do the fingers. You know?
Yes, you got to do the
fingers. The happy dance is up here. The told you so is right here.
No, it's right here. Right here.
Told you so. The happy dance is like.
Absolutely. But this is your energy. You have to gain control of your situation. You got to gain control of your destiny. If not, it's all you done gave it up. Why give up? You know?
Exactly.
I know the butt is soft because getting hit by a 2x4. Come on now. Ain't no more hardness there. Ain't no more paddings. Ain't no more trying to cover up from this whooping that you gonna get before you get the whooping. Okay, do your things.
Exactly.
And then and here's the other thing: when that breakthrough, when you get out of doing it the same way, and you do a different way, Spirit is going to put those right people to help you, not not to go backwards, to keep you going forward. Okay.
And while we're at it, Miss Shawna and I are using, believe it or not, the same tarot deck. And this is a lovely deck. It's called the Gilded Tarot deck. And we love it. And it is, I mean, as you see the images, they're just amazing.
They so bright. They so on it.
If you're looking at doing a tarot, if you're looking at ever getting a tarot deck to start with, you can get the traditional one, which is not bad. There's even a training deck, this is the traditional Rider-Waite, okay? And then there is actually a training deck, which is it's called the learning deck. And this deck here gives you the meanings and helps you learn them for a time until you get comfortable, because the best way to learn tarot is by doing it, by reading it, by doing it. So this deck can help you learn and give you confidence. But the Rider-Waite is the basic deck that helps you learn the symbolism and so forth. But if you ever want to read as a reader who is more empathic or more intuitive or whatever your skill set is, and in other words, understand what the things are, but knowing that there's something different because you feel energy more, this is the deck to do it, because these images are phenomenal. And the Marchetti, he's the creator. He's done 3 decks, and all 3 of them are amazing. I've got all 3 decks, and I love them. This is number 1. And this is a second deck I have of his. And look at the images; they're very different. It's a very deck. I call this my pessimism deck. I'm going to piss on your party club. This is that deck. So this is my deck. That's like the deck I use. And then this is kind of confirmational, or again, my piss on the deck card. And this is like, okay, but this is the but. Okay, it's like, yeah, it's gonna be wonderful, but be careful with this. And so there's 2 separate energies there. And then his other deck is this one here, and again, a very different feel to it as well. So I just think that I know so many people I've talked about this deck before with them, and they use them, and again, the energy there's something super amazing about this energy. I don't know what it is. And
I love the colors. I love the interpretation. It's totally different because it's something different for each one. We can pull out the same tower card, and that tower card could be different in that situation.
Absolutely.
So it's really, when people, I love how they have the guidebook with you. That's the foundation of it. But when you start to practice with your cards, learn your cards, work with your cards, it's totally different. Your interpretation of the 5 of Cups is not the same interpretation of the 5 of Cups for me. You know? So it's all intuitive. It's all about trusting yourself and trusting your gut. Now, most of the time, it is the grounding, the foundation of it. Like, this is what this means. This is what this means. This is what this means. When I see the 5 of Cups, I think of freedom, like clearing yourself away. When you see the 5 of Cups, what do you think the 5 of Cups is? Don?
Oh, yeah, the question. I thought you were saying. I thought it was rhetorical. My bad. When I see the 5 of Cups, to me, the 5 of Cups. Well, it's about it depends on what the reading is, whether it's more positive, because again, is that you're focusing the wrong thing, or is it the negative of you need to look at the negative.
Right.
I mean, okay, so to me, it depends on the reading.
It depends.
Yep,
yeah.
It depends, and the moment and how spirit is saying, hey, this is a positive.
Yeah.
Negative,
or it's some things that you need to let go,
yep.
or you holding on to something that overspilled, or crying over spilled milk. You don't need it no more. Yep. It's really, or there's opportunities waiting on you that you just don't see, or you're not paying attention to.
Yep.
It could be so many things.
Yep. And often for me, it's the let it go card. So it's like,
yes.
Let it go.
See, that's the freedom card for me, because
get out of jail.
All right, before I go on to this next part of my journey, I need to leave this and carry these two other cups with me to go forward to something better. Yeah.
That's like for me, the 5 of Pentacles. They're the historical meaning of Pentacles is not what I feel about the 5 of Pentacles. And so quite often when I get the 5 of Pentacles, I get something very different. And it's and if you were a traditional reader and I were to read for you and I would tell you, and you're looking at me like, that is what it means. I'm like, that's because I'm intuitive, because the spirits tell me what the cards mean, and I don't sit there and listen to what the specific card only says based on what the rules are.
Right.
Don't do that. And I suggest anybody, if you ever get into tarot card reading, make sure that you go into it with opening your energies, and just letting your mind be open to what you're feeling about the card, because usually what you feel about the card is more accurate in that specific setting than what the rules tell you this must be. Okay? And that happens with any good tarot reader. And when you sit down for a tarot reading, you may even want to ask your tarot reader, how do you read? And if they say, well, I learned it from here, and so when I see this card, it's this, get up and walk away, because I really have no confidence. I'm not saying they won't do a good job, but I personally don't have confidence in a reader who will solely read me from a deck and not read me from their intuition, because again, I'm like, yeah, no, I just know too much at this point,
Yeah, right. I totally understand. I feel like a lot of times with traditional readers that read from the cards, they just in their head, they're going from memorizing what the Ace of Cups is, with they're memorizing all this stuff. And at the beginning, that's how I was. And I'm just like, wait a minute, the spirit's like, this is totally different. No, trust yourself, trust your intuition, because things can come up, and speak it, because we're gonna beat it until you say it anyway.
Exactly.
Because that's how I and me and my spirit team works. Because I feel like they got a sense of humor, because I got a sense of humor. They like to play around, I like to play around, but when it's time to get serious and trust in myself, I need to say it the way it's being shown to me or being said to me, So a lot of times, that's why I'm like, do you want me to read it? Because I don't beat around the bush. Why would I keep this information?
Exactly.
What is it going to do for me? And then when we're done, did you see that?
I saw it twice. Yeah, right here, right? It just did it again.
And the third time. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You catch your homies, they hanging out with you today. I don't know.
Yeah, it's active over here today. These spirits are just like, and they're not behaving.
Usually it's active over here. I ain't seen no activity, which is fine. Which is fine.
No, you sent them my way. That's what it is.
Yes, go there. Go over there.
Yes, like, okay, this is getting a little, something.
But I feel like with sometimes with readers, they hold back. I guess it's like now they're messing. See, as soon as I said something, my bad.
They're like, we'll show you. Yeah.
My bad. Well, there I go. Well,
that is too hilarious. And Miss Shawna, is that one of your bracelets you made?
No, I don't have any bracelets on. I've been charging them up.
Okay, I saw. I think that.
So this is a protection. The red. But it has the hamster on it.
Okay.
Turn it to the hand. Has the hamster on it. I got it at Karma Luck. Karma Luck and Karma Luck. That metaphysical store in Mandalay Bay, in the shops, and I got it on New Year's Day.
Nice.
The tradition way of doing it is you have someone put it on for you that you trust. So me and Kenny was just doing our walk that morning, and I was like, no, I want to go in. I want to get a crystal because it's New Year's Day. And so we end up talking to the lady that just opened the door up. Open the store up, and she was really, really good. She had great energy, and I was just eyeballing. And she said, "Oh, they on sale." I said, "They are?" She was like, "Yeah." I said, "I like the one with the hamster." She was like, "You should get it." And I said, "Wait a minute, let me get that. I don't got my card on me." And she was like, "But he does." And I said, "Well, Kenny, okay." And so Kenny had the card, and she was like, "You want me to put it on for you?" And I was like, yeah, as I'm reading, look at it go again. As I'm reading it, it was like someone you trust, someone that you know, and this. She Karen put it on, and she was like, here you go. I already put the good energy on it, and it has never broken. It hasn't broken, right. And it's been on wow, it's been on for for years. Mm-hmm. Like I can't even take it off the way she put it on.
Oh, cool.
So it's supposed to tear. It's like what's that? The red string that you remember when Madonna, all these people was wearing them at one time?
Is it like rawhide or
The
something?
Kabbalah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
The
yep, yeah.
Kabbalah
Mhm.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a Jewish thing, I think.
Right. Yeah, Kabbalah is Jewish. Mhm.
So it's like that, but this is really, really thick. So it's not the Kabbalah. So I'm like, oh yeah. So it's a protection one. But as you posted the the bracelets, and they had got sold, which I'm super happy. It's movement. There's movement now with the jury, which is good. They all have intentions. All the jury has intentions. All the bracelets have intentions. And if you need a custom piece done, I can make that for you. Just tell me what your intentions are. Right here. Reach me at Linktree. I was about to say LinkedIn. Why was I gonna say LinkedIn for? So we can LinkedIn?
And then Shawna, if you could send me that in the private chat, I'll move it over so people can go to there, because if they can't do the QR code, and since it's not coming up in chats,
Oh yeah,
you send me that.
So
I'll put it over there in chats as well.
for the bracelet.
And I need to spray, because I'll tell you what, these boogers are getting active as hell. And so
They active.
it's like, y'all, I appreciate y'all want to be here, but y'all need to behave, because
Like
they're
they
messing
are
with my camera and everything.
active. A lot of
This is
activity
crazy.
today.
I called in the cypress and the cedar. I was like, I called in the
I know
very
that's
big
right.
stuff. Like, hell yeah. Woo.
Because it's a lot.
I know it was nothing, and all of a sudden it's like boom.
They came through, child. I invited them in. Compassionate spirits can invite them in, but they all on your side until I told them about being over here. And it's like, well, I'm gonna go grab this
Victor
food.
wants to know if there's any good news from the guides for him today, Miss Shawna.
Okay, well, I'll be right back.
Well, then I'll take this one for now. Let's see what we got there, Victor, for you. Absolutely, we'll give you some good. We'll give you news. I can't guarantee it's good, but I'll give you some news. How's that? And by the way, I just posted what Miss Shawna's link is if you want to get into her bracelets. Okay. Again, her LinkedIn will get you into a number of things. Hey, Letty, nice to see you, and I didn't see you pop in, or if I did, for some reason it didn't connect. And T Bucks, nice to see you in as well. Again, if you guys have a question, just let us know what the question is. If we get there, we will, or we're drawn to you, we'll give you a shout out. Okay. And by the way, I was posting up here, folks, for the ones of you may have seen this. I was doing the QR code for the interviews. The interviews for on the different podcasts for my book. And so that's what it was popping up earlier when you saw those, the interviews for the book. Also, if you want to see what a real, true mediumship is, the spirit I'm talking about now, this is a good one. This is what was a mediumship hit that we had, which is wonderful. And so if you ever want to see a good, true mediumship hit, not the Hollywood type, but the real world, this is a good one to watch. This is a very short one. This is one we did. And then, of course, the podcasts. This is with the podcast. This was another one. This was a skeptic. This was with the skeptic and the seeker. It was two different interviewers, and they interviewed me about the book and about the metaphysical. One of them is a skeptic. They don't believe, and then the seeker is somebody who is seeking the information, and she is a believer. And then but by the time it was over, the skeptic was kind of he was kind of won over to a degree, and you'll see that in the interview. He was pretty much impressed with what the information that I was able to provide him and the experiences, which is kind of cool. And then this is also one. This is the interview with the. This one was with one person, and this was Radiant Creator. This one, I think this one is visual, and the other one is audio. Yeah, the one with the skeptic and seeker. This one's an audio one. So this is only word. You're only going to hear. You're going to hear talking. You're not going to see a visual, except for the images. Where the other one is the opposite. And then this is one of my first ones. This is with the Mind Fit method.
Oh, that's the one I remember.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this one the microphone kept going in and out, and I didn't know it. I was bummed because it was a great interview, and this guy was a relatively young interview. Now he's done a ton of interviews with very important people, and so I was kind of blessed to be there at the beginning, which was kind of nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was kind of nice. So back to the readings, and let's see.
Did you start? Did you finish, Victor?
I hadn't started yet.
Oh, shucks.
That was bad.
I had to go get little Kenny's food real quick so I wouldn't burn it up. Had turned the oven on real quick. Cause I'm like, oh, He probably gonna be yelling. What's up with my stomach?
So Victor, you made a move and you're not happy. I'm picking up that there was a move, and did you make a move and you're not happy with the results of the move? I feel like you're discontented, and I feel like that I just get this feeling like everything you expected more than you got. So Victor, did you recently move or something? Because I'm picking up this hey Pam from
Hey
Houston,
Pam.
I'm picking up a lot of energy around a move and discontentment with the move. So can you confirm? Did you move? You missed me, my dear. You miss me all the time, right, Pam?
Pam, I hope you enjoy your order. Pam ordered, so I was like,
oh, nice.
yes.
So anyway, that's I'm picking Victor. Don't be surprised if you're moving again. I don't think that this move. And again, I don't even. You haven't confirmed one way or the other about a move yet, but I feel like you made a move, and again, you're not happy, you're not contented, and there's going to be another move coming along, and that's the only thing that's going to break up this, because I don't think the energy is right. I think that you wound up in a situation that is not what you had hoped, and I think part of it maybe believe you pick up. I lost friendship, but I'm really happy over the move. Okay. Well, that could be the case. I'm picking up something a little different, but I could be wrong. You're right. Can't tell you what you're thinking, that's for sure. But okay, Victor. Don't be surprised.
Because what I'm seeing right here is coinciding with what you saying. So
Yeah.
I don't understand, because I got the Fool here, and it's like, don't be fooled with yourself, like, because I feel like there's a new journey, because there's some traveling that's about to be involved. Like, you got the world here, and I feel like it's going to be something that you're expecting something bigger and better. I don't know. You in your head too much. You really need to relax, and there's going to come a time when you're going to make a decision. Two of Pentacles. So I don't get it, because it's like you got to leave some stuff behind.
Yeah.
Then you got the Moon. This is the unknown. You go into some place unknown here, and go to what you love. And I mean, it's the same thing that you were saying already. So are you in denial, Victor? I don't know.
Victor. I'm not telling you what to think, and if you're loving it, that's great. Okay.
You could be loving it right now at this moment, but this could be showing you later down the line that this wasn't all what it cracked up to be.
No. And did you move closer to a woman? Did you? Because I'm picking up female drama, and which is part of this, because it's like, shoot, I didn't. Female drama too. So did you move close to a woman who you knew, or something like that? And because that's part of this key to this. I don't know. But I'm gonna let it go there, because again, I don't want to plant a seed. If you're happy, I'm so happy for you. If you're happy, I'm happy for you. Absolutely. I just tell you what spirit tells me, and damn, that little spirit that keeps. But they need to stop messing with my camera, because it's driving me crazy now.
Moving closer to fam.
So you are moving again, or you moved already? Now I'm confused. Didn't you just say you already moved, or you said you
said something about really happy over the move? Yeah.
And then you say moving closer to family. Do you mean you already moved closer to family?
Or are you moving?
Yeah, now I'm confused.
Yeah.
Was old friendship, but high cut, bit traumatic. Yes, but Victor, again, did you already make the move? Or when you said moving, are you getting ready to move?
So you're moving in 3 weeks. Okay.
3 weeks. Oh, then I just will be quiet, because again, I hope it goes well for you. I really do. And ignore everything I just said, because I don't want to plant the seed. But if you find yourself in a situation where it isn't all it's cracked up to be, know that you have choices and know that you can make changes, because Miss Shawna showed you that 3, and that 3 is a very clear get ready to move again. So and be careful of the female. There's a female in the direction you're heading in the new place that's going to be key to some drama, and you're going to say, damn.
I feel overbearing. That is the main thing I'm feeling. Is like that overbearing feeling.
And like the shirt I got from Miss Angie.
Am I the drama? Maybe I'm the drama. I know that's right.
I haven't sent it to her yet. I showed it to her.
Oh my gosh, you showed it to her already?
Yeah, you know that's one of her favorite things, right? It's like, am I the drama? Could it be me? So Victor, that's the energy I was picking up for somebody around you. And look at this one. Is this perfect for her too or not?
I am not responsible for what my face does when you talk. Yes.
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah. As Angie says, look at my face. Don't do it. Don't do it. Look at my face.
Don't do it. But you're going to do it, and you're going to find out, Victor. But hey, listen, we may be wrong, but it's just the energy that comes with what's to come with it. Yeah. Granted, he's been trying to move from his spot for a long time. Okay. But
I haven't talked to Victor in forever. This is like the first in like, I don't remember last time I talked to Victor. It's crazy. But Victor, again, you're not set in stone no matter what. No matter what happens, know that you have fluidity and you can change, you can move, you can do whatever. So no matter what comes down the road, know that you have options. You're never cemented. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Angie said, that's funny. I've been listening to Taylor Swift. I'm the problem. It's me.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes. I got those at Five Below. I love Five Below, and I just love
shucks. I thought you had got it.
Yeah, when I saw those, no, I wish I made those. I may have to actually snatch those ideas myself and put them to use, because I do that kind of thing, So.
Yes.
So yeah.
So who would you like to read next?
Well, we wish you well, bro. We wish you well, Victor, and I hope all goes very well for you. Always.
Of course.
Absolutely. Oh, and Miss Shawna, Julie is going to be reaching out to you. She wants to put together something for the leap year, because this is
We're doing another one.
Well, it is the leap year. It's the 28th.
I know, we're doing another one.
One every 4 years, and so we're gonna do a long thing, and she
again.
Yes.
Again.
Again.
I know Victor was part. Victor, you're probably gonna be part of it again too. So.
Yeah.
Well, wait. If he's moving in 3 weeks, he may not be.
He'll find a way. I'm sure.
I know he will.
He will find a way.
That's for sure.
Yes.
If they didn't mess with our calendar, we wouldn't have a leap year.
Exactly. That's like the falling forward and fall forward and whatever. That's like or fall back. Spring forward, fall back.
Spring forward, fall back.
Let's stop springing forward, so we don't have to fall back. And here in Arizona, we don't do that. Remember, Shawna, we don't do that.
And instead of 12 months, we would have 13 months. It would be different if they didn't never mess with our calendar. What was it? The Georgian? Yeah,
it was George, right? King George was the king at the time. That's why it's called the. Or is the Gregorian? Is it Gregorian? Maybe.
Oh, is it? But it's spelled like
Gregorian.
It's spelled with like Georgia something.
Georgia.
Oh, Ray Charles.
I love Ray Charles.
All right. Okay, just wondering if you guys can link in with my daughter. Is homeschooling a good option, or don't know which way to turn? So, Michelle, you want to know about some homeschooling?
Michelle, I'm gonna work with you to work with yourself. Okay, so here we go, and not in the love tarot destroyer kind of way he was trying to imply. Okay, if you read,
at Burger
you know
King.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So Michelle, what I want you to do is, if you have a necklace on, I want you to take it off. If you don't have a necklace on, then run someplace real quick that a necklace that you wore most recently or a necklace that you wear, bring it to you and come back. And then when you have the necklace in hand, not on, when you have it in hand, I want you to let us know and just say, I have the necklace, okay? And then we'll proceed forward from there. So go get a necklace or take a necklace off if you have one that you've been wearing, and then let us know when you were ready, okay?
The reason why for the necklace is connected to your energy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's already programmed to your energy.
Yep.
That's the reason for the necklace. If you was wondering why the necklace,
Exactly.
I felt like that was a question that you was like, why the hell I need a necklace? Just take the darn thing off. We got to exercise for you. Okay.
Class has come to order, right?
Yes. Bing, 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 bing.
Dr. Don is ready to teach. And anybody else, if you want to, you can't find a necklace? You don't have a necklace?
She's going to look. She's going to look. Calm down.
If anybody else wants to participate in the same exercise, take your necklace off if you have one, or go find one. If you don't have a necklace, take a ring off and put it on a string. Take a ring that you wear and put it on a string. Whatever you can do to create, what we're doing is a pendulum. You need to create a pendulum. A pendulum. Okay?
Yes.
So
like this one.
String. Absolutely. There you go. And we're going to take, if you don't have a necklace and you can't find a necklace, take a string or whatever, a cord. Take your shoestring out of your shoe. I don't care. Don't tell me you ain't got no.
It's your energy.
Exactly.
It is your energy.
And put it on. Put the ring on the string, and then when you guys are ready, when Michelle's ready, we're gonna proceed forward with that. We can do with somebody else while we're waiting for Michelle. But but we're getting ready to do an exercise, and this is good for everybody, all of you out there. Remember, I've already warned you guys, advised you guys, celebrated with you guys the fact that the vibrations are high and that connection is good. So you are so much more able to connect with spirit. You're so much more able to connect to their side, and therefore the pendulum should not be as difficult as anybody might think. So I'm going to help you learn how to do yes, no answers. I'm going to teach you to have a little confidence in making your choices and understanding what spirit might be telling you, okay?
Also, removing your favoritism, actually listening to spirit, because that can also mess with the answer that comes out.
Yeah, because our biases are always here, even when they're subconscious. Still biases, and they still exist. And I was looking to see if I even had a string or cord. I don't. Well, I have this, but it's attached to this. So that would work though. But see, even there, right here, see this here? All you got to do is put the ring on this, and I have a pendulum. You know, again, you can find look, a cord. See a cord.
There you go.
And there's cords, there's things everywhere in your household. So again, a string, a cord, anything that you can use to put something on, go ahead and get it ready. And if y'all want to play along, anybody wants to play along, let me know when you're ready. Say, I'm ready. And I'm going to take this ring.
Ready. These are only yes or no.
Only yes or no
questions. Yep. Not an or, not
an and.
No, it's straight to the point.
Yep.
Is the sky blue? That's like that type of question.
Yep.
Okay.
And see how
that's the answer that you're gonna get.
So again, this is a makeshift one, because again, this is the only cord I could find. Okay. But again, the important part is here, because my energy is here, and so it knows, it's got everything downloaded into it. So
I got a ring in. I put a ring on it. Okay.
If you like it, then you better put a ring on it. It was my ring. I wore it, but gave it to my daughter. Okay, that should be fine as long as you are the one who used to wear it, or still, as long as your energy's in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is now we have that. Christina's the same thing. Oh, super. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take the lanyard, the string, the cord, the necklace, whatever it is you have, and we're going to hold it straight up. All right. And I need it to dangle a little bit. You can determine how far. It's up to you. But more importantly, I need you to make sure you hold it straight up and then have it stop moving. It has to totally not move, okay? So again, you can have it as long as here, as short as here, whatever. But again, you want to do it so where you have it and it's no longer moving, okay? So we have the cord. Let me do it. I'm trying to do it so I can get in the picture. Here we go. And then you're going to ask a question of it. The first question you should ask is my name Michelle? Is my name Christina? Is my name Pam? Is my name whatever? Is my name Victor? Answer it. Make sure it's a yes, no question. And it's a question that you have an answer to. It can be any question that you have an answer to already, because what we're doing is we're doing a test case, okay? So if I say, is my name Don, and I have this standing here and I have it stop, okay? And then I wait for it, is my name Don, and I wait for it to start moving, and you see it starting to move, and now it's moving back and forth. Well, I already know, generally speaking, with my pendulums, a yes, no is a yes is a forward and backwards, okay? Mm-hmm. So then I stop it, I make sure I stop it, and then I ask a second yes, no question where I know the answer to. And this one should be the opposite, or it can be the same. It doesn't matter, because again, you're testing for accuracy. Once you do that 2 or 3 times, and you ask the question, 2 different questions, and again, yes, no questions, and you find which way your yes is, which way your no is. And because a yes is back and forth does not mean a no is going to be sideways. A no could go this way. Angie's yeses and no, Angie's yeses or no's, which one? I forget which one it is. Actually, Angie's goes clockwise or counterclockwise. So her yes is clockwise and her no is counterclockwise or opposite. So again, everybody's pendulum will be different because your energy is doing something different.
Yeah, that's my maybe.
That's your maybe? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My yes is this. My no is this. Mm-hmm. My maybe is
that's circle. Mine too. Yep. Or my maybe or and then my I'm not playing the game. Well, it'll not move. I've had times where it will not move.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm not feeling nothing.
Exactly. Or it's like, you don't need to know that. It's like mind your damn business.
It just stays 100% still.
Yep.
But when I want to go even deeper, mm-hmm. I have a board. Mm-hmm. That's different, y'all. That's advanced. So exactly. That's a little different.
Exactly. So use that exercise. And once you've tested it, once you know what your yes is and your no is, mm-hmm. now ask yourself the question about the homeschooling, and ask yourself that question as a yes, no question. So again, in this case, you would say, let me go back to the question. Where was it? Let me find it back here. With my daughter, is homeschooling a good option? So you would ask, is homeschooling a good option for my daughter?
And that's it. Just ask that question.
Yep. And then you would, and again, don't bring in, should I homeschool? Don't bring in all the other things. Just ask, is homeschooling a good option? Boop, no.
That's it.
Yep. Don't compound your questions. Make them short and like one.
But you kind of want to be very clear.
Clear,
for
but
my
not
daughter.
Compound. Yeah.
Not just saying, is homeschooling a good option? Because it's going to, you can say yes and say for anybody, but for your daughter. We're talking about for your daughter.
Exactly.
So make sure you add your daughter into that question. Because a lot of times pendulums are just not clear. They're going off, it's being logic, not because it doesn't know anything else.
Yeah. And then once you have that answer, if you need to answer the following question, so again, say you have another question based on that. So like say you ask, is homeschooling a good option for my daughter? And it says yes. Then you say, the next question would be, am I the right person to homeschool my daughter? Mm-hmm. or and if it's a daughter doing it for her child, then you say the same question, or will she find the resources she needs? Those kind of questions. Okay, so you can fill in again, because sometimes we have questions like, I wonder if my daughter would be good to do homeschooling for her kids, and if her kids will be successful with it, and blah blah blah. Break it down into snippets, and then ask those questions in snippets, and then again, make sure that you've tested the yes no answers first to make sure you understand what they are, and then once you know them, do that, and you'll be surprised. It does work well if you first of all, if you have the confidence to do it and you believe in it. Don't be surprised that it actually works. Okay.
Also, to help with this exercise, write your questions down first. Okay, because you want to be very clear of what you're asking. You don't want no deception or no bias in when you ask. You ask with confidence. You ask direct. Okay. And I find that when I was practicing, like, it will give me an answer. You start off with things you already know.
Yes.
That's the part of the programming. And then when you write these questions down, yes, no, you getting your answer. So you're not stumbling over your words, because you can confuse the pendulum. Like, hold on, what you're asking me? Are you asking me go right, or are you asking me to go left? Or, so just be clear. I highly recommend writing your questions down first.
Yep. And you can share this tip with anybody. You should share it with anybody and everybody, because sometimes we just need a little help. We need a little nudge or a little confidence.
Yeah.
So this takes us out of our hands, and it puts it into a higher level and says, you know what? I'm going to leave it up to you, Spirit. You tell me, my higher beings, my God, my angels, whoever you pray to, whoever you acknowledge, whatever energy you want to, throw it up to them and say, hey, look, I need you to intervene. And that's what the pendulum will do.
Also, it's not just us. I would say, it's asking the question, but you can take it to the grocery store with you and have it over fruit. Now, if you don't care what people say or care what people, I've seen it plenty of times. Is this a good fruit, or is this going to produce, or is this a bad fruit, or whatever? You can do it that way. Or you could do it. I have one in my purse all the time, child, because I'd be like, hold on. Is this where we need to be going, or we need to be going somewhere else? Or if it's just a quick question and I don't trust my answer, I ask Spirit. So it's all about how you.
I used it to try to determine if my youngest sister is well behaved, and it was, if she said it wasn't,
It didn't move.
I couldn't convince my mom to send her back. I tried. I tried. I said, Mom, it's the pendulum. It's not me. It's the pendulum.
I got it.
I don't know.
But it could be, is this a good neighborhood to live in? Is this a great car to buy? This is part of you trusting yourself as well as trusting Spirit.
Yep.
But you actually seeing the vision.
I like that answer, Michelle.
Yes.
That's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, that was the same feeling I got, because but for you to, this is a great exercise for everybody, but for you to see what we see or feel what we feel, this is about you trusting yourself and trusting how this veil is very thin. But that was the same feeling I got.
Yeah. But it also proves why we don't compound the question, because if you put all that into the question, you would have gotten a really confused Spirit, and you may not have gotten the answer you wanted. So because you may have gotten it heavily on the homeschool part, and it ignored the fact that maybe you don't have the time or resources. The time is a resource, which is the most one. Again, it just depends. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Tay Books. Books. Yes. He always incorporate the pink for me. I appreciate it.
Yes, indeed. And I do for Miss Shawna, because that is her thing. Yes. Absolutely.
Pink makes you feel good.
Absolutely. And it looks good on you, Miss Shawna, always. So.
Thank you, child. Thank you. Because I told Kitty, I said, the sun's coming out. We're getting our tans back here, because the sun be beaming. It's a different type of sun down here, and Arizona.
Super, super. Well,
Awesome.
shall we have one time for one more, Miss Shawna, or we?
Let's do
Tay
Bucks because of that compliment.
You know, it's 12:22 here. 222. 222.
I got 222.
It's like a wedding, a Greek wedding.
Yes.
There you go. I know, twos all over the place.
That's about balance. If y'all needed to hear that, that's all about balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there, Michelle, that was the balance too when it comes to
there you go. So that was another confirmation. I love angel numbers, honey.
Yeah.
Okay. Tay asked about something I saw way earlier, child. Oh yeah. Is the person that tried to hurt my mom really being released from prison? She has received text messages that has everyone worried.
Okay, did you do the
pendulum? That is a straight pendulum exercise right there.
While we were doing that, Tay, did you do that?
Oh, I would hush my mouth. Yeah, see, Michelle? Balance, honey, balance.
Well, things are definitely changing with that person because I see a change coming. This is that change card. So there is a change coming. So I don't know if they're moving. They could be moving in detention center, whatever. I don't know, but I do see a movement, and I see it happening quicker, soon. So there is some activity going on. Whether it's actually free, I don't know. But I do see a change coming, and I see it happening very quickly.
Yeah, the change. I feel like that person is playing head games. Okay, major head games where it's messing with mama. But let me tell you, there's protection here. There is.
Look at that card right there.
Right. There is protection. Okay, there is heavy protection. Because you got the Lover's card here that's being protected. You got the Two of Swords. Just, it's like you don't got to deal with the mess. It is head games playing. So much so, this is like, yeah. Oh, I got the Page of Pentacles.
Yeah. She's going to be fine in the end no matter what.
Oh, yeah. All the way fine. When I say, there's, I want to say, folks that is watching out for your mom, you don't have nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. This is actually a moment of healing, okay? Because the Temperance card is here. This is a moment of healing. But also trust the process. Now that movement that you said that you saw or see, I feel like it's going to another place that is not as like the security factor. I don't see it. It's just a more lenient type of security, not as maximum security, I guess, or that hardcore security. I just feel like it's just going to another place that is a little lighter.
But it's interesting is the one thing I picked up. I don't know if this is going to make you feel any better or worse, Tay, but one thing I picked up is I don't think that he is going to. By the way, I forgot to mention that's the third deck. I grabbed the wrong deck. This is the third deck from Ciro. Yeah, see Ciro Machete. This is the third deck. Yeah. Anyway, so just squirrel.
I know squirrel.
Yeah. So I don't. He is also. Your mom is not the only one that he has wronged, and he's not going to appreciate the change. And I think that somebody else is going to help him not appreciate the change. If you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't. I think that's part of the thing is like I think the change for him is not as positive as or not as negative as you may think it is, and definitely not as positive. There's somebody who is going to help him understand that he screwed up, and he is going to pay a price that is going to be less than pleasant for him.
Yeah.
Far less than pleasant.
I feel the same way. At the same time, I feel like it's a protection of the move. The reason for the move is going to be a protection thing, because that type of justice is a different justice.
Absolutely.
In there. Yep. Okay. So just know when I said your mom is well protected. Okay. It's and really playing mind games.
Yeah.
But whatever he's doing in there, it's coming right back at him. So I feel like it's more of a protection thing, like going to another spot. Not, yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I would be alert, but I wouldn't be overly concerned.
Yeah.
I think he has a bigger group of problems to deal with than you are.
Yeah.
Really.
So much so.
And
you know what's so great about the last card of this is she's going to rise above this. Okay.
Absolutely.
This 6 of Wands. She's rising above. This is going to be way left behind. Like I said, there's healing. There's in order to help her, you're going to be the one that's going to be helping her with the healing and letting her know, hey, you're taken care of in every which way. Yeah, but he got some stuff that he's got to deal with.
Yep, he's got to pay the karma gods, and they are not happy. They are not happy.
And it's kind of say it's like the wrong place to because you don't got nowhere to run. You don't have nowhere to hide. This is going to be a protection type of situation. Like, okay, we need to remove you from this situation to another.
So Tay, I would take that again. It's probably not what you were hoping to hear, but I do pick up that again. I think he's the one that needs to be worried more than she. Yep. And I don't think I'd want to be in his shoes.
Nope. No. Because that right there is not. That's a different type of justice.
Yeah, he opened up a whole new can of whoop ass.
I mean, like that case that you can get from Costco.
Exactly. An extra large helping each one.
What? It's going to be an extra large, all right.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, somebody named Bubba and Debo.
Exactly.
Big John.
Who's your daddy? Who
is it?
Miss Shawna, any plans this weekend? What you doing? What you up to?
So we're working out again tomorrow. Saturday, I don't know. It's gonna be pretty, so I don't know.
You get that face like that's a bad thing.
Because I usually have plans. I usually have something to figure out to do. I'm trying to figure out what was going on this weekend. I mean, but Valentine's Day tomorrow. You spend all that money for what reason? To go to the same restaurant that you went to a couple of days ago, and you're like, so we spending this extra? Valentine's Day is all the time, okay? And then a bunch of chocolate. Oh, I did get a piece. We went to the bakery this morning. I did get a piece of lemon berry mascarpone cake. A slice of that.
Sounds interesting. Is it bitter?
I ain't tried it yet. But mascarpone is sweet anyway.
Yeah, but that lemon, it's
like a nice balance, probably. Yeah. They had the strawberry one. I did the strawberry one. The strawberry one was a little too sweet.
A little too sweet of it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one is with the lemon. I like lemon cake.
Yeah.
So
I like lemon cookies too.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Big lemon cookie fan. I used to make really good lemon cookies.
So I don't know. We're gonna do that. Make sure our neighbor is good. Yes, you get your order tomorrow. I thought he was going to be today, but that's cool. On Valentine's Day. Yes.
I had we're going to New Orleans this weekend. New Orleans.
Awesome.
Yeah,
New Orleans.
Yeah.
After everybody has left. But no, the Mardi Gras still going on.
Yeah, so we'll probably catch some of that. Ed's taking a mezcal class there for like 3 days.
Okay.
So I'm going along just to go along and enjoy a little bit of New
that's
Orleans.
your second home, child.
Absolutely, I'll do a little New Orleans. I'm gonna make sure I spend a little metaphysical time. I'm gonna turn.
That's what I'm saying.
I turn it
That's
off
what I'm
there,
talking about.
but this time I'm gonna turn it on and I'm gonna just let it go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember anybody watching, but when we had our party, actually Pam was at the party, and when we had our party in New Orleans, we went to the Seance Lounge, which was over top of a restaurant, and after we had our brunch, we started our brunch with drinks in the Seance Lounge, and then we had our brunch in the restaurant on the front part of the building. And then after the brunch was over, Umber, Angie, Levita's sister, and myself went back to the Seance Lounge. And as people cleared out, we had it to ourselves, which was very cool. And Angie and I were able to pick up the energy of the guy who had hung himself there. And so we were able to pick up his energy, and we could see exactly, and you could walk through the code and you're like, this is where he was. And so while we're picking up that energy and picking up any other energies that we felt, because this was one of the most psychically active, one of the most metaphysically active rooms and buildings in all of New Orleans, as we are picking up that energy, Umber and Levita and her sister are filming the room, right? And they all have the iPhone cameras. And so they're using the iPhone cameras. And when they got done, they were comparing, as they're all three side by side pretty much as they're doing this, right? And then they compare. Umber's camera had 0 and except for regular, right? The regular, what you saw. Levita had a little bit of racing of orbs.
Oh, wow.
Levita's sister, they were all over.
It was all over the place.
Crazy. And it was amazing because we had 3 people doing the same thing, but they picked up their energies with them, and their equipment were picking up different. And it was especially around this mask. They had a mask on the wall, and it was all kinds of craziness around that mask. And I asked, and good thing is Levita sent me a picture, the video of the sister's thing, and I need to find it and upload it so I keep it here because I'd like to show that. And it's fascinating too because again, New Orleans has all kinds of energy. It's been around for freaking ever, and it is just, it's full of energy, which is wonderful. So when I was there, again, I turned it on, turned it off, but this time I'm going to turn it on for longer.
Turn it on.
Yeah, and I'm going to let the spirits speak, And I don't know if anybody saw this, but when I was traveling this past weekend, I didn't think about turning off my energy. It wasn't even a thought. And so I arrived in the Denver airport, and I usually have just enough time to get to the other plane. It always happens that way. This time was different. This time I actually had time, and I thought, wow, this is cool. I'm going to have a time to sit and relax and chill.
Yeah.
That was the plan. Right? So what happens is I get to the airport, we land, we taxi in. We're actually even a little bit early, right? We taxi in, and then I go to the gate. As I go to the gate, I kind of get seated, and I look over, and you just kind of you scan the space, right? And the gate is really close to the patio, and the Denver airport and the A terminal, you have the patio, and you can see the Rockies, and they're just so beautiful.
Which is awesome.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable. Yeah. And the temperature was amazing, so you could do that. So, but I didn't go out. I just kind of sat there, and because I had a little bit of a chill because the plane was cold, and so I had a little bit of chill, and I'm like, I ain't going outside because I didn't know what to expect. So I'm sitting there, and I look up, and there's this woman, and there's a middle-aged woman and an older woman there. And the older woman, the middle-aged woman is busy on her phone, right? And that's the scene you see all throughout the airport, because when people are traveling together, they're traveling, but they're doing their own thing, right? Which is it's not unusual, right? So I'm sitting there, and the woman is doing her thing on the phone, and this other woman just kind of sitting there, and she just I don't know. I'm like, interesting. And I just kind of go back to my phone, and I look up again, and she had this salt and pepper hair, and it was pulled back, and she had a little bun back here, and I'm looking at her thinking, what am I missing? And I'm like, and she's looking at me, and as I look, now I'm like, why is she looking at me? And I'm thinking, oh, and all of a sudden I start freezing. And I'm like, okay, this isn't cold airport freezing. This is someone's here freezing. And that's when I looked at her, and it's like you can see in her eyes, it's like, oh yeah, the light just came on, didn't it?
Oh yeah.
I've been
staring at
I know, it's like, why did it take you so long, right?
Yeah.
And so, needless to say, the woman I was seeing, folks, was not there. She was a spirit, but again, she initially looked like a physical form, and so that throws me off because I don't usually see spirits that way. But there are times where I do. But again, when the cold came, I'm like, okay, I get it. Okay, the bell comes on, ding, 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 ding.
Right.
So I get the internet, and she tells me, she's like, and I'm like, okay, I'm connecting now. And she says, she doesn't say like this, but she tells me in the way I get information, let my daughter know that I loved her very much and I'm okay. And so I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, okay, do I really want to, put myself out there? And I'm like,
step over here.
I know, it's like, people think I'm crazy anyway, and I am crazy, but I'm crazy in a good way. It's like John Lewis said, good trouble and bad trouble. I'm good crazy, right? So anyway, so I'm like debating, and she's really sending like the energy, like, really, I need you to say this. I need you to say this. So I broke, and I said, okay. So I said, excuse me, do you have a minute? Would you mind? And then so I said, I'm sitting here, and beside you, I'm getting this image of this person, and I'll explain what they look like, okay? And I tell her, and I said, and I'm told that's your mother, and she said it is, and I'm like, and she just wants to know that she loves you, and and that she's okay. And I said, and she's like, well, I appreciate that, and she goes, but my mother's not on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Wah, 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 wah,
right. You're like, okay, what did I?
Okay, and I'm like, oh, crap. So I'm like, okay, and now I'm kind of like, what the spirit? Wait a minute, what? You pick me up and you give me connection to somebody who's on this side, and I'm like, this is the first, and this is a new. Y'all didn't give me any warning about this being a new thing. What's hello?
Right.
So I'm like, and then my mind is going, and I'm like, and now I'm feeling bad because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I made this woman kind of, but she's like, no, but she was very happy. She's like, I appreciate that, but. And so I'm like, so at that point, a good part is because I was freezing cold. Guess what that makes you want to do? Go to the bathroom.
Of course, go get something, right?
so no, I had to go to the bathroom because I'm like, okay.
Oh, you had to go.
Oh no, I had to pee. I'm like, I gotta go. So so I get up and I go to the bathroom, and then when I came back, as I'm coming back, I look at her and she's in tears. The woman's in tears, and I'm like, okay, now I really did it. Okay, I screwed up, and I'm like,
right.
And so I sit down, and I'm thinking, do I even want to sit there? Because I'm like, I know who caused the tears. It's my fault. I get it. And I sit down, and then she looks up at me. She says, I want to thank you. She said, I'm like, okay, that's not what I was expecting. And she said, I want to thank you. Because while you were gone, I've got a phone call, and I found out my mother had just passed. And I'm like, oh, so now I'm like, I gotta be condolences, but at the same time, I'm happy because I'm like, okay, because I just got, so I was like, okay, now I'm really conflicted here. And I'm like,
right,
it's bad. But it's like, because it was crazy. It was so crazy. And it was, and it's interesting because I was telling people, so I was moved, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know how to process it. And I'm like, what do I do? Oh my gosh, I don't know. That kind of thing. Right. And so I gave it a minute or two, and then I said, you're welcome. And it was, I'm glad I could do that for you. And then I got up and I went to the patio because I needed to just change. I was just overwhelmed.
Get out the energy. Yeah,
exactly. So then I picked up the phone and I recorded it and posted it. Anyway, and the funny part, I posted it to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
Not TikTok?
And both of my, and TikTok, yeah.
Because I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah. But guess what? Go back now.
It's gone?
Nowhere. Every social media platform. Not there. I had to find it on my phone again. I'm going to upload it again. It's gone from every social media platform.
What?
Yeah, crazy.
I bet she was like, don't be telling my business out here in the world.
I know. I'm like, ain't that a blip? Because I posted it and I got lots of hits. It disappeared from all the social media platforms. It's nowhere to be found. And I'm like, what's going on?
Wow.
And yet I got a lot of comments and stuff. So I'm like, that's very strange. But anyway, it was a crazy experience. And it was one that helped me to really, again, confirm to trust when I get a message because they must have needed to hear it. And she did. The only thing is that as I went over and over and over and over and over with my brain is I was processing. I'm thinking, I still wonder, because I was in the moment so much about the guilt of telling her about a spirit that isn't a spirit, And so when I came back, I still process, did she say I received a call, or did when I talked to her that cue her to make a call to just check in on her mom, I don't know, because I distinctly remember her saying, I received a call, and I've found out my mom has passed. But I'm thinking, and again, it could happen because again, the spirit was there, so the message would come through.
Right.
But I still, that still registers in my head, and I can't seem to overcome that one aspect. It's like, and I kill myself for I kick myself for not being clarity of mind. But my clarity of mind says that I truly think I received a call.
Yeah.
But I can't say that was for certain, because in the moment I was still beating myself up for having
to have to say it
about a live person, and
right.
making her. And so when she and of course I'm thinking the tears, and so as the tears are coming and she says something, I'm thinking I'm going to get beat up for this, she's going to let
in the
me
airport.
Exactly, and she's in tears because of me, right? And so I can't say for sure, but it was an amazing event, amazing experience, and they're happening so often. A week ago, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, I was sitting at brunch with my sister-in-law and the family, and I'm looking over, and this older gentleman's on the patio, and he keeps coming. He's there, and then I'm like, and Ava's sitting here, Michael's sitting there, and between them, in the distance, you would see this, and he was there, and then I'm talking whatever, and then it's not there, and I'm like, this is messing with my mind. And it's like, is he there or is he not? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, he must be a spirit. And so then finally, of course, I tell everybody, don't look around, but I think that there's a spirit who's sitting over there. And you tell somebody, everyone's looking where? So from that point on, believe it or not, he didn't come back. He did not pop back into that scene. I thought he's like, hey, my gig is up. So it's like, I don't know.
Like,
so
you can see me.
Exactly. He's like, look, I just wanted peace. So I think it's interesting how this goes back, this anchors back into my belief. I have not been seeing spirits like this in a long time. This anchors back to my point to everybody that we are at a high level. And again, the veil is so thin, and I'm seeing things. I'm not even trying to connect, and I see things, and that's coming through, and like you saw today with the energies on this camera. I don't know if you've been watching, you probably saw how the camera, it went away at one point, and then I was messing with it, and then at one point Shawna's camera went away.
Yes.
Yeah, and Shawna's camera was fine up until she mentioned mine, and as soon as she mentioned mine, the spirit, all of a sudden, burp, bye bye.
Yeah.
So
like, got you.
Exactly. Okay. So know that it happens to a lot of folks, and this is happening. So if you're looking to reach out and connect to the other side, this is the time to do it. If you want to talk to someone who's crossed over, this is the time to do it. Talk to them like you're talking to Shawna and myself, like we're talking to each other. Don't do the whispering. Don't do it in my head. Do it like this. And then if you are the kind of person who receives it by voice, you'll hear it, and then you'll have to change your pants, or they'll show in front of you, and all of a sudden you have to show your pants too, because you're like, it's amazing how you ask for it to a degree, and then when it happens, it shocks you. And no matter,
of course,
because
you're like, hold on, you came in too quick. I did not prepare myself.
Yeah, can you put a toe in the water
too fast? Could you just do a knock at the door, maybe?
Exactly. A 5-minute warning,
right before you actually come. Just give me water or something.
Yeah,
nah. We coming. Coming right now.
Yeah. So again, don't be afraid when it happens, and again, it happens to everybody different ways. If you are somebody who gets messages, then they're going to communicate that way. If you're somebody who sees images, you're going to get it that way. It's not everyone will receive the same way, but you will connect because right now the energy is that high. Okay.
Yes.
So
there it does.
Beth says it sounds to her like an intercom in her head. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. Everybody gets it different. I'm telling you. Some people, it's amazing. Some people, you just ask a question and then you get a song on the radio and it's confirming the question. You're like, okay. And I'll tell you that that's with it's when my dad wants me to call my mom and when my dad wants me to connect with her, he will put a song that is so old and so obscure on the radio. I'm telling you, it's like a song that you're not going to find on the radio. It does not show up on the radio. It's a guy from, even he only had like 2 hits. His name was Freddie Hart. That shows you, you're like, Freddie, what? Who? Really? He has one song called Easy Loving. And my mom's favorite song. My dad would sing it to her all the time. And so when I am driving along and I'm thinking about my mom or something or whatever, and all of a sudden that song, I'm like, wait a minute. I know that that's him because there's no reason why that song will be on rotation in the radio. It's just too old. It would not make money. It's nothing. And I'll call my mom and she's like, well, I'm going through this and I was just dealing with this. And she said, and every once in a while she'll say, I just was asking your father. She said, I was just talking to your father because she'll talk to my dad who's on the other side. She talks to him and and he answers her sometimes or he shows up sometimes. And so she'll say, I was just talking to your father about that. And she said, I was hoping he would give me information. I'm like, well, there you go. He came to me. So crazy.
There it goes.
Yes. And Miss Shawna has stories about it too. I mean, she's had the crazies too.
Especially if it's like kids. They always like to play with my nose.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's why I don't be sitting outside like that no more. But that don't stop them. Child.
Yeah.
That don't stop them. But yeah, that's a bunch of stories. But you know what? You gotta trust it and you go with it. Have the conversation. You'd be surprised. You're like, who are you? How do I know you? And it could be for someone else.
Yep.
Like we were out when we first moved to Fort Myers, we was out at the beach. And I saw this, we're having a good time at the bar, the music playing, and this couple, we just end up connecting, right? Something about this lady's energy. Don't know what it was because we are all drinking, we're just having fun. Next thing you know it, I see these 2 tattoos on the back of her back, and they were like Viking tattoos. Like one was like a shield, and one was the axe or whatever. And I asked her husband, I was just like, there's something about her. She is an amazing person. She's strong. I know she's been through something. She got this young energy around her that's keeping her up. And he's like, it's funny that you said that because she just lost 2 kids.
Oh, geez.
And that was the tattoo, the symbols, because they were Vikings. And I was just like, he was like, man, let me buy you drinks. No. Don't buy me no more drinks because they making them too strong in here and we got to go. I don't want no more of this fruit punch crap. I want to go. And he was like, man, that's amazing. It was just so random because it's like, what in the world? And so when I'm like, well, should I tell her? He was like, I don't want her to trip. I was like, well, you tell her. Just tell her that the kids they are dancing with her right now. They're having so much fun with her because her spirit is uplifted, even though she probably had been down or whatever. But I saw these 2 kids like doing the play around. They was like going around her in a circle because she was super tall, but they was like going around in the circle. And I don't know how they passed away. I don't know anything like that. They didn't show me all that. It was just showing me a great time. And then those symbols were as like those tattoos. And he was like, that's because that was for our kids. I'm like, well, I be darned.
Nice.
So there's plenty of stories too, child, but just like one just walked right behind me. So how it got dark on this side, it's like as soon as and then it's one standing behind me, but see, so it's like, oh shit, you saw me, and then it just went away.
They ditched. They're like,
yep. Oh dang.
Peekaboo.
Just like
peekaboo.
when was it your uncle? Yeah, your uncle was standing behind you. I was like, I can see you.
They're like, who? Me? What?
Yeah, it peeked around and it went right back in, and then it peeked around and then it went. I was like, okay, all right. But yeah, but y'all, when are y'all leaving? Tomorrow? Today?
Sunday.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. What am I saying? Don't even ignore me. Saturday.
Okay.
Early
Saturday.
Saturday. Yes. It was. I thought it was Friday, and we planned on Friday, but it looks like it's actually Saturday, not Friday.
And then y'all coming back on Monday?
We are coming back Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember which.
Okay, because I was about to say that'd be a quick trip if you're coming back on Sunday, child.
Yeah, no. We're coming back Monday. I think it's Tuesday actually, because I think the class is like 2 or 3 days.
Oh, okay, cool. Those are good days of flying too. When it's flexible, they cheap, honey.
Yep.
Those are the good days to buy, and that's good days to fly.
Exactly. Take it when you can. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, looking forward to it. Actually, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So, well, Miss Shawna, have a great weekend. Tell Mr. Kenny we said
You
hello.
too. You too. You be safe.
We shall do. Everybody, thank you, you guys, for coming in, because when you come in and bring us your energy, that's what makes it easy for us to read as well, and we do appreciate it. All right. With that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a great one. Let me see if I can. I'll just play our intro as an outro.
Okay, intro, outro.
I need to do a new exit on that one, don't I?
I know, right?
I need to update the old one too, because I want to take this one in, but I can't find some of the special effects I had. I got to go back and find them. So it's work, but I'm gonna do it. There we go. Good night. Goodbye, everybody. Have a good one.
Goodbye.